Okay.
We took a long rest before doing...
We did, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't think...
You took a long rest before you started doing some combat-y stuff.
Because it was decided to take a long rest. You know, that lady escaped from the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you knew someone escaped from the boat.
That's true. That was an assumption.
It was an assumption. You shouldn't assume the escapees.
So the lady escaped from the boat. And
we know something escaped from the boat. Something large.
Like some sort of
I think I
Goliath.
actually did use that terminology, didn't I?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we know. We're wise.
You're wise
No,
in the game?
I was just checking that, like... Because I'm on full health and I got all my spell slots, so I was just checking that that's...
Yeah,
but that tracks with...
I'm pretty sure the combat that happened in the thing was...
We just fucking blatted people.
Yeah, like,
that was
between these two, it was two just...
Well, that's it. It was just like
random mooks.
Because like sneak attack. It was like, thunk, ow.
Why am I dead? Okay, so yeah, where you were at was you had taken out two guys that were pushing a cart up the tunnel stairs. Sorry, that's all good. Took them out under the cover of darkness within darkness.
Darkness within darkness.
And you are currently in the possession of a cart. What is said plan?
It's been like 6 months since we played.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to get myself back on the page. We're at the
Blood Cliffs.
We're at the Blood Cliffs.
Yep.
Yes.
We're infiltrating the base
Yep.
on the Blood Cliffs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Through the top.
Through the top.
So remember,
Through
we wanted
the
to
mine
go.
shaft.
We wanted to go to this place, marked on map number 2, I think.
Best of this area here.
Alright, this way here, yeah.
I know
The other way
there's
is let's go
somebody
for this-
there that's in charge that we were being brought to.
Hadrig.
Hadrig. Sorry, I'm just trying to
Now,
get
did
the names back in my
want
head.
to capture Hadric, or did we want Hadric to cease existing?
Hadric's boss is the no dwarf.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we're trying to find Craven.
Yeah.
So any information out of Hadric about Craven is what we're after.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And just generally shutting this place down entirely is probably a win in the win column. Win in the win column, that's redundant. Win in the win column in the win book.
Well, it could be a win in the loss column.
That's ridiculous, Ryan.
You're blowing my mind right
It's
now.
poor paperwork, but it's a possibility. It really depends on who your cleric is.
We should read a cleric.
We don't have that kind of he's not that kind of cleric.
Yes.
So that's accurate, right? I know you're like cagey because you're. But
And
that's,
we've got
No. That
Kale-
was end of the day. This whole thing was you guys pushing for a heist infiltration thing. That was so. Yeah.
Still your fault. And we've got Kale with us, who is the Heimdall's watch person who was on the boat who Hilda imprisoned on the ship and took over.
Oh,
from
the
her.
who's
actual-
bad at everything.
Yes. Kale, who fucked up upstairs and got us caught by all the people.
And Sigrun's with us.
Yeah.
Sigrun is also with you.
Oh,
This
he's
is
Surprisingly,
Do you still have Sigrun's stat sheets
no,
with
I
you?
left that with you.
Oh, balls. Isn't that pile then?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Gonna go through it.
rip me.
This is gonna be bad.
Endless stacks of fiasco papers.
It might be quicker for me just to print a fresh one. Because there's a lot.
It's going to be underneath 2 months worth of papers. Because
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
because
the 1st of August when last we played.
Oh yeah, because you date your sheets.
Because you date your notes.
What a
I know
note.
I made fun of you last time. I didn't really make fun of you, but
Why not?
but
You
no,
should've.
that was useful for right now because it is
The 26th of September.
it's late September. Damn.
It's going to be easier for me to print a fresh one, so I'll do that as we're going along. All right. So, you guys are in. You've taken possession of one of the carts. You're in the cave that leads down into the tunnel that leads down into the larger cave areas. What's your plan?
Would it be stupid to push this cart back the other way?
One thing I did tell you, there was basically a rotation of 3 different
Right.
crews coming with carts on about a 20-minute interval.
The crews are on a 4-shift rotation.
Did I say 4 today?
Yes.
But is it like if we push this cart back the other way, are we going to bump into somebody else coming in the opposite direction?
Potentially.
Depends how quick we go.
Whee!
The carts take 20 to 30 minutes.
Yep.
See, this is why we need somebody to take notes. I like to imagine that, like, as low int. He's like Rain Man remembering facts.
And not being able to tell anyone.
How many coins do I drop?
He just has notes.
He just writes them on himself in Memento style.
He has notes.
The only problem is now, I guess now a bit of a conundrum.
I love conundrums. They're my second favourite thing.
Because if we let this thing go, it's going to roll out 'cause it's up a
It's a
hill.
slope down.
Yeah, slope down.
Essentially,
So
it's
goes
a
down.
relatively wide cavern. It's 10-15 feet across.
Are
I think it
there
might be.
rocks around?
It's a it would have been originally been a natural cave heading upwards, but it's definitely been hewn further out. There are steps that are cut into one side, which is where people can just walk up and,
So
up
probably
and
not
down
really
normally.
much loose
There's
rock.
also tracks that lead up and down through the column as well.
We could just derail it.
Yeah. Is there anything in the crate?
Yes.
What's in the crate? What's in the box? The box!
Okay. What you see in the crate is 3 sort of large barrels.
Dibs.
Like we're talking,
Go.
big wine cask style barrels. If you want to look further at them, that's going to take some investigation.
I do wish to look further at them.
Can I investigate also?
Okay.
I rolled a 14 plus a 7, which makes 21.
21. How'd you do?
I also got a 21.
Okay.
Yes.
So, picking over, they are... so they're wine barrels, are like, big wine cask, wine barrel shaped. They are constructed of like steel or iron or something to that effect. Where the lid section would normally be is kind of like a grill of like steel bars, and loaded into the top is like packed in, not ingots, but like smaller shards of the crystal from the focus. And embedded into the center of it, it's a there's a sort of like a clockwork mechanical device that's built into in the middle of that lid section.
Clockwork.
Okay.
What's that?
That's
What is
the
it?
lock.
Ah.
Well,
Can we fuck with it? The clockwork device?
you can try and fuck with it.
Would you rather investigate the clockwork device before?
I got a 21. That's that.
Okay,
But
if
that's
you
the
got
only one to
a
fuck with,
shitty
that.
investigation roll, you might not have noticed the embedded clockwork device.
So it's hidden, is it, or
It's sort of built. You can as you're sort of looking through things, it's sort of built in as part of the whole lid section. Is a combination of these like shards of crystal, and
So like there's crystals sticking out of the top of the lid.
you can see.
Or they're, like, packed
they're
in
packed
there,
inside
sort of.
and then held down with these bars of iron holding them down.
I got a.
Can you pick the lock?
Well, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm assuming it's like a lock type thing. So
With your thieves' tools?
So thieves' tool is like double proficiency, isn't it? So I get that plus.
It gives you the proficiency. You basically, so you need thieves' tools to be able to
do
pick
it, yep.
locks, and you have proficiency with it as part of being a rogue, as far as I'm aware.
I think
So
so,
your
yeah.
proficiency bonus gets added in.
And it's one of the things I think you can pick to have double proficiency in.
Yeah.
Potentially.
So what skill do I use to? So it's not a skill.
Sleight of hand is what you're
Sleight of
using
hand,
when you're lock picking.
28.
28 for lock picking. Okay.
Well, that's my sleight of hand.
Yeah, sweet.
Damn, son.
So
I
you
get to places where people don't want me to be.
you dig out your lock picks and start tinkering around with this lock, and the top section sort of opens up into it clicks and cracks open, and on the inside, underneath that covering plate, it looks like a clock face.
Mm.
That is, it's not currently wound up or operating, but there is a clock face.
I thought it was going to say there was 3 different coloured wires. It's always a red wire. So there's clocks in this world,
There is clockwork.
but this is like a telling time sort of clock.
It looks like a clock face.
Can I do that to see if I can work out what it's?
If you want to have another investigation roll on this point here.
That's not as good. That's a 15. No, sorry, 16. 9 plus 7.
it would look like some sort of mechanical timer, whether it's for counting down or counting up or telling the time.
So
you can't tell.
there's hands on this clock.
Yes.
What time does it say?
It's currently set both to the sort of the up position.
Okay. I thought it might be like a time lock.
It's midnight.
What time is it right now?
You went in at night time.
It's so goddamn long, I forgot what time is.
You started this whole trip down the thing in early evening, so the sun was down and everything after you had your long rest during the day.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a time lock.
Yeah.
Like, won't open until that time. That makes sense.
That does make sense. Now, from memory, is this stuff volatile?
Oh yeah, it has there's been a couple of situations where you've seen it amplify effects.
I thought the refined stuff was less volatile.
It's less volatile in its own right, but it's better at its job of amplifying.
Now, I have an idea.
It could be a bomb.
Well, if it's not a bomb, my suggestion is we use this as a bomb.
Because it could be a time bomb. I've seen movies. Like sticks of dynamite with a little alarm clock attached to it.
What's a movie?
I'll tell you about it later.
My immersion.
Oh, such things Leland has seen.
Oh, the places
I've been in the future. I have to tell you about your kids. Your kids, Marty.
Well, they become assholes or something?
So
That's a weird thing for Marty to say at that point in time. Just saying.
So I think we potentially use this to our... If we want to go in this building and cause some chaos and whatnot, setting this up to detonate, causing a distraction when we can kind of act in the chaos or draw people away. And we seem to excel in chaos.
Let's have a look in my equipment. Do we have just thinking we
It's
could...
like a wine barrel size full of refined crystal.
We're talking like the big wine barrels,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sort of the ones you see in...
So, what's the likelihood of it exploding this collapsing the entire dock? Because it's built into its
What
with
do you know of explosives?
very little.
That would be about the answer that you get at the
Yeah.
moment.
Magic.
And look, if we're concerned, we don't need to explode all of it.
Yes, we do.
Okay. That's all I had.
Do we have
Yeah,
anything like a flask of oil and like a wick, and we could set like a little timer,
I do have an oil flask.
so we could like roll this thing down there with a flaming oil flask that will blow up and maybe be like the triggering thing to blow up the rest of the barrel. We could maybe take one of the barrels out and leave it in the side path here, so we're only blowing up one of the barrels of...
Yeah, well, I was thinking we roll all the way down here, because we're in this little cabin here, we roll all the way down, bank, we set it up, then we go, and hopefully it explodes while we're up here, so even if it does collapse this bit in, that's fine.
But this is uphill, right?
Yeah, so we're going downhill.
Yeah. Just thinking if we let it go freely downhill, it could just...
I'm just concerned, we don't know how to precisely time oil and fire. It could explode straight away, or then we can't even get in anymore.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's the worst that can happen.
Well, apart from us all dying.
I said the worst.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's
What does
best
Sigrun
example.
think we should do? Hey Sigrun, what do you think we should do? See, leaning on the NPCs.
Is her
That's D&D
craving
101
sense
right
tingling?
there.
No, well, you're asking?
Sure.
Yeah. Not currently.
Okay.
What you what about?
If
It
her
does make the
craving
craven
sense is
senses-
tingling.
It's tingling. Yeah, no ping whatsoever.
Actually, while we talk, we should probably keep moving because we've spent a bit of time doing this.
Alright, we'll tell Sigrun to start pushing it uphill.
Uphill?
No, we're
Yeah.
going downhill.
We're going down.
I thought we were
going
going up.
No, we're coming down.
Oh, okay. Well then, we should I thought we were going uphill. Sorry. We should just push the thing. Take the brakes off of the minecart and let it blow up ahead of us.
Unless it collapses the tunnel.
Just saying, we don't know how far we have left to go.
It'll be fine. I got a good feeling about this.
He does have a good feeling about this.
Cool, so we won't do that then.
Maybe. Sure.
That should be Sigrun's.
Oh, she's so much stronger than I am.
Only a few levels now at this point.
They had a really nice
I'm adding a couple of
Asima
levels.
Paladin model at Tactics today.
Yeah.
With like fucking wings. You know, like there's translucent stuff.
Yep.
Fucking wings and
Yeah.
like 2 swords. I almost bought it for you,
Ah,
but no, I didn't.
this is a roller coaster of emotions.
Ending in disappointment.
As most of my roller coasters do.
So let's go down, see where we'll kind of go, and then blow it up from there.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's this out.
So we're letting the minecart go the back the way it came.
Yeah, so we'll go back down and see what maybe there's like a whole bunch more crystals and shit as well, and that could be bad.
Yeah, all
I
right.
don't know.
We'll keep an eye.
We potentially have some barrels of fun.
I like barrels of fun.
All right. We'll tell Sigrun to start pushing the minecart uphill. with
Kale
it.
can help. I feel
Daniel.
like he's not doing anything.
Huh?
Going down, sir, down.
Holding it so it doesn't roll freely downhill. Sorry. Theater of the mind doesn't work as well.
When the mind is spongy and bruised.
Has a dumb.
Okay. The cart takes off slowly as Sigrun sort of holds it back from just basically taking off at its full rate.
Are we all going to go, whee!
Well, that's the other option. You could just ride the cart down.
We could take the barrels out and write it down.
Could do that.
Unless we want the barrels.
I think we should just let it go. Just watch it all burn.
Where'd it go?
Just watch it all burn.
Let it go.
Watch it all explode into magical fire.
Well, Sigrun is going by the orders you've given so far.
It
She
will.
is basically like just holding it from going full speed, just pretty much just like trudging down with
Actually, we
her
don't need
heels
to, like,
planted.
oil it.
I'm just like, Sigrun, let it go.
We could leave 2 casks up in the tunnel and just take one.
You've got like magic pew pews, and you just go pew pew once and kaboom.
Yeah, probably.
How much
Yeah.
space do we have in the bag of holding?
What bag of holding? Yeah, take that.
We all know about the bag of holding.
No, I'm legitimately confused. What are we talking about? What the bag of holding?
Oh, that bag of holding. This old thing.
No,
Oh, don't worry about that thing. This little guy. Oh, don't worry
Store
about that
a
little guy.
cask of crystal for a rainy day.
I don't think I've got like.
You
Any...
can't fit it in top of the bag.
Yeah, it's not like
Everything
a.
can go in the bag.
What?
Everything can go in the bag.
No, things that can
Bag
fit in a
openings
bag
are-
can go in the bag.
Yeah, the bag
Actually,
opening's only about
As it goes down,
35,
I'll
40.
try and open one of the
Grills?
grates. Yeah, on the grills.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take.
Oh.
With that look, I will
Constitution
search for
saving
traps.
Okay. All right.
Wouldn't it be good to grab some crystals to use for later on, or?
No. When have we, and all of the times we've been playing with these crystals, when have we gone, hey, let's grab some for later?
I can't remember. Like played like 3 months ago.
Yeah, but the last time we had the opportunity, we were under watch as we were exposing a big ring of...
Look, I think,
Plus, we have to take this back to base.
as
because
we're walking, this isn't like,
We are the police.
We're-
We do need to
Look.
confiscate this.
this came from where we're going. There's going to be plenty of this when we get down there.
What uphill?
Stop it. Stop confusing Leland. He's had a rough day. He was on a boat, then he wasn't on a boat, then there was no boat.
Then it's on top of a cliff.
Yeah, today was fun.
It's a roller coaster of emotions.
Alright, let's get going.
Are you going for the lockpickiness?
No, wait, he's right. There'll be more crystals.
All right. So Sigrun continues on. She hasn't really stopped.
No.
As you guys have been.
I'm just
wandering
imagine I'm
behind
just sitting on the barrels at this stage because fuck walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be. It doesn't really matter because my perception is for shit. But I'm gonna be very cautiously looking forward because we know there's people coming.
Mm-hmm.
How long has it been since our last encounter?
About at this point, from the point you checked over the carts and started going, it's been about 10 minutes.
So we're still at 10 to 20 minutes.
to 20 minutes.
But like Leland is like has Roderick pointed ahead into the darkness, ready to unload at the slightest provocation.
Yes.
There's like a drip, and he's like, "Phew." Don't worry, guys. It was fine. It's just a
There's
drip.
one very unfortunate bat's going to have a shitty day. Okay, so the cart is sort of, with the steel wheels screeching against the rails as you're heading down. It's got sort of almost a rhythmic sound to it as Sigrun sort of steps forward, lets go a little bit further, steps forward, lets go a little bit further.
Whee!
She's like every now and then, sort of a bit of a grunt. And she's like, "This would be a lot easier if you weren't sitting on top of the cart."
Probably would be. No arguments there.
And she sort of like grunts again and like steps down another step, and a little bit of gravel slips under her boot, and the thing jostles forward slightly.
Well, now that I personally could be hurt by this, of course I'll jump off.
now that you've realised the implications of your careless acts, you've thought better of
That's
it.
right.
Now you thought that your careless acts could actually negatively
Impact me.
Me, a person.
I don't want to get hurt. What I'll do, at that stage I will hop off, and I will kind of scout ahead a little bit.
Right.
That is a 27 for stealth.
Right. How far forward are you going?
I'm still a little bit in the dark as to why we're taking the cart back downhill.
Also, if my character, if we let it go and it rolls down, there's a bunch of people loading things up for a crate. All of a sudden, they come rolling down. It'll be a big alert that someone's here. No one knows we're here yet. So let's keep that card up our sleeve until we know what's going on.
That's a good point.
How was it just straight down? Was it a bit curvy?
It's got a bit of a windy path as it goes down, because it is again cut into a natural.
A meander.
Yes.
I guess I could 100 feet, try and so I could run back pretty quick if I need to, but still just be just kind of keeping tabs on things.
Okay, so you get about 100 feet ahead. Roll perception at that point.
I'm mentally talking to you, being like,
Meow, 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 meow,
make
meow,
a bird sound if there's danger. A bird sound. If you see any danger, actually, just make one now to confirm that you understand.
Just perception.
Or don't. That's cool too.
I will make a noise every 10 seconds if everything's okay.
This one-way telepathy thing isn't that great.
You might have gotten a strong sense of annoyance through somehow. Just break that barrier.
Like the Team America thing. I
That
sense
is-
something bad happened in this room.
That is
Bodies
not
everywhere.
good.
That is not good.
Didn't I have something in regard to perception? Or
Smelling and hearing.
keen hearing and smell. So I guess it depends what I'm doing. That is a...
With that, you don't see
11?
anything coming.
Do I hear or smell anything
It was
coming?
advantage on smell and hear, right?
That's if you're listening out, then roll it again with the.
I want to, actually, I want to talk to you about what I want to do with my character at some point, but I'm going to try and lean more on those animal... It seems like a cool idea. That is
It could
a lot
also be a
better.
case of don't just talk about it, just start doing it. They
Pussy.
are part of your cast.
Yeah,
they are part of your.
I mean,
character.
an actual character, character class stuff like that. That is a 27.
Your ears manage to pick up on the sound of another. You've got the sound of the screeching, steel wheels or iron wheels on the tracks. You can hear a similar sound coming up ahead as well.
Just let it go. Just let it go.
The problem solves itself.
It does.
Solves itself.
It would be how far ahead it is.
It's just a tragic
with
accident.
that
Nobody's to blame.
It's definitely further away
And then when people come to
than
help,
you are
we can kill them too.
from your own cart. So it's further than 100 feet.
Okay. I will head back and
Just let the cart go, and then it's just a tragic workplace accident. And then when people come to help, we can kill them as well.
I like it.
Nobody's to blame,
You had me when you-
except for us, who are going to be to blame.
You had me when you said tragic.
But unfortunately, HR aren't going to be so worried about you guys because you're not employees.
In the workplace, we're still covered by their insurance.
Yeah.
I'll head back up and tell everyone that people are coming up.
Do you want to do some sort of convenient bird sound?
I will walk up and go.
I'm still listening for the bird sound.
I'll walk up, tell them something's coming, look you dead in the eyes, and go.
That's what I was. Yeah, thank you. I mean, next time, like, we'll tune it. We're still a work in progress, but maybe next time, just do it like further away. You know, I know you knew it. This it's cool. I wasn't clear. No, that one's on me. That one's on me.
I'm making a little save. Okay. I
don't
do not activate the hand crossbow.
Okay. What's your plan at this point?
Hey, Sigrun, let it go.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And she's looking at you, like holding it with one hand. It's
Actually, let's wait until we can see him.
Hey, Sigrun, push it.
like,
What's Sigrid doing?
There's like, Lily, are you sure? And she's like, reels it back slightly and pulls her shoulder back. And then
Is Poppet okay with this?
He hasn't spoken up yet. And she just like pushes her entire body strength into it and
I like mage-handed as well.
and this thing is sort of with like a screeching, you see some sparks coming off the
I helped with that.
For absolutely
steel.
no reason whatsoever, I just put a bolt in my hand crossbow
Yeah.
and just aim it the other way. Although potentially at this range we'll never actually hear anything anymore. It'll just be like a bright white flash and then that's it.
And also, I'm going to.
I don't want to set the world on fire.
I'm gonna stand behind Sigrun now.
Just everyone backs up.
Yeah, you basically
Like I've been saying, hey, let it go, just push it, and then see it roll away, and then like tick, and then stand behind Sigrun.
Okay, so the cave is every now and then sort of lit up with just the sparks coming off the steel wheels on the rails,
Very cinematic.
and that occasional sparking sort of goes off to around a corner, slightly off to the right. Sigrun has pulled her shield and basically like embedded the point of it into the loose gravel at the bottom of the.
I
the
will
thing.
be hiding behind. Actually, no. I'll grab you at this point. I'll put you behind Leland, and I'll be behind you.
Shadow steps to the very back.
Oh, there's still two people bodies in front of me.
About Sigrun sort of like
teleport,
again sort of wedges the shield down and just braces like leaning forward into it, ready for anything at this point, and
I'm sure I'll be fine.
And nothing happens.
I'm really having a great time today. I just wanted to say.
about 30 seconds later, you hear like shouts. And it was like, "Get out of the way!" It was like, and then this cacophonous sound of steel hitting steel, as essentially two carts have collided with each other.
And the other cops actually put as school children. We're murderers.
And then
Oh wait, yeah, I am actually.
the entire cave is just filled with the echoing of just like steel shattering. You hear the sound. It sounds like a beer keg, a metal beer keg, just like toom, 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 further down the cave, and you hear these screams. It's like, "Get down! Like, get under cover!" And there's these, you hear the sound of one of these kegs. The keg sounds just like shatter, and the cave is just lit up.
Oh,
You
good
see
light.
this?
My favourite thing.
You basically see this sort of red to purple glow coming from from further down the cave, and the sound of screams of pain, and it's almost a little bit like it also almost got a like an element of like like fireworks almost. It's like you hear these sort of streaks of power and everything going off, and then it sort of stops, and you hear the sound of just like rocks shifting and like the rumble. You can feel it underfoot.
Let's go check it out.
Well, surprise, I guess. I will, start rushing ahead.
Come on, let's go. We're gonna miss it.
We're off to commit murder.
I think we've already committed murder.
More murder.
Okay.
Hey, we're police investigating underground weapons ring. We're fine.
Okay, so how...
Technically-
Destroyed a lot of illegal crystal.
Technically, that was a good act.
That was lawful.
That's-
Sigrun did it.
that's-
That means it's lawful.
You tried to stop her.
Sigrun starts sort of marching, heading forward, sort of cautiously, shield still up in front of her. Every now and then, you feel sort of a bit more of a rumble, like essentially, like part of the cave is a bit.
I actually think we might want to get out of this cave a little bit quicker than we're currently going, so let's pick up the pace a little bit.
Before the cave in.
Sorry?
Before the cave in.
So heading down, like every now and then, little like drifts of dust start coming out of like cracks in the rooftop, and you start to head around one of the corners, and some of like the wooden supports that have been built, essentially like the whole mine thing with the wooden
buttress.
struts. Buttress, sure.
Yeah.
You see,
But
you see a couple of those that are sort of like smouldering away, like they've been hit with something fairly powerful, and one of them's like shattered, like it has been hit in the center and just like cracked, it's shattered through. Who's up the front with Sigrun?
Probably me.
How's your night? You got dark vision?
God no.
No? Okay. Who else would I actually want to look down at?
I'd be excited.
I mean, I figure we're all sort of running.
Clump?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, who wants to roll perception down there?
Sure. We're in a cave. No, that's 17.
Jesus Christ. Alright.
Rogues, am I right?
Yeah, apparently. You can see around the corner, basically, where the collision has happened between the two carts. The two carts have almost merged into one.
They come to life.
You're now fighting a cart golem. No.
Now, this is why
Roll for initiative.
this is why you have crumple zones.
Yeah, they basically they've slammed into each other with a decent amount of force, and the two things have just like crunched together and are basically one big messy remnant of cart. Two of the barrels that were in your cart are still sort of in there. They've definitely been jostled free. The third one is what you would assume would have been the sound of bouncing down the pathway.
So this isn't an explosion where we're at right now. This is just
This is the
a crash.
scene of the crash.
Okay.
You also see two bodies. They are riddled with impact wounds.
It's like a whole died another day thing, or like face full of green crystal type stuff, or
It's more.
or my airbag didn't go off type thing.
No, they're this is like single points of impact. They basically like you see a section on one guy's arm where it's basically been slammed into, and it's almost like large bullet wound sort of impact. You can see across both of the sections where it's blasted through clothing, and you can just see like solid wounds that go a good inch or so deep.
Is there any remnants of what was in their cart?
Their cart had two crates in it. They're both burst open from the impact. They're wooden crates, and there's just a scattering of various different weapons.
As we see the bodies, I'm like, it's okay, Sigrun. You weren't to know that would happen.
I've seen death before.
No, it's gonna be okay. If you need to, if you need a hug or something, I'm here for you though. If you need me to shield you from the bodies, that's okay.
You're saying this to me, and I'm the one holding the shield.
He meant emotional shielding.
Yeah, that thing.
Robert gonna tug on Sigrun and then just keep walking down.
She proceeds along with
The immortal Valkyrie who's seen death and destruction. Yeah, no, like Leland's gonna provide emotional support.
Do you need emotional support?
I mean, constantly, yes.
We shouldn't be talking about this. I am not the one you want to go to.
Good talk, guys.
You get a little bit further around the cave, and you see the remnants of
The third
barrel. Those remnants are embedded in the cave walls. Sections of it have blasted off, and actually, there is a good meter wide hole in the roof of the cave that goes probably a good 2 or 3 feet into like solid granite. It has given a good old crack into the top.
No, like cave in there, like we can still traverse past it.
There is a lot of rubble.
Can I investigate to see how safe it is to go through there?
Sure. Wishing you're a dwarf now.
Always. I got a 15. I didn't guidance it.
Every now and then, some more like pebbles and rubble start to roll down. It's probably not going to be the safest. You'd probably want to either like.
We'll just do it really quick, like a band-aid.
Send Hannah.
As you're sort of looking around at sort of the cave roofs and everything, you kick some of the rubble as as you're sort of walking through, looking up. Your foot hits some of the rubble below, and rather than sounding like stone or anything like that, it's got a sort of a more dull sound, like a softer sound.
What?
Essentially, your foot hits something that's not stone.
Investigate
It's
what's
not steel.
underneath you.
It's something else.
What is it?
Fleshy people, perhaps?
Looking down, you see the thick, waxy column of a candle.
What color is the candle?
Oh, it's definitely. Well, you're in darkness, so currently grey, because that's how dark vision works. It's in shades of grey, no colour.
So the barrel was full of candles?
But looking over are you picking it up?
I'll pick it up.
All right.
I pick up the evil candle.
Yeah. The candle that you pick up has got a bit of a crack through it, but aside from that, it's also got like runic symbols carved into the side of it.
God, what's going on?
We found candles.
There's candles at the crash site.
Ooh.
Grey candles, because night vision.
Ooh.
Yeah, color unknown because
Let's light them up,
dark vision is only in grayscale.
Candles have always been good. Let's light them up.
And then you'll be able to see what colour they are.
It's like, I need some light to tell this. Oh, how am I going? Oh, candle.
Or we explode this other barrel and
hope for the best.
All right, well, this is evidence. You're like,
Yeah, but those runes
licks
are
it.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that distinct taste of like paraffin, or sorry, like candle wax, and it's also got a hint of
Nutmeg.
Leland, like, not missing the beat. He's like, yep, this is the stuff. This is the stuff, all right.
It's also got like a slight hint of like sulfur.
Ew.
Was just in an explosion.
Those runes that you see in it, you recognise they are of like arcane writing. They are essentially an embedded
well,
spell.
let's quickly grab a few of them then and put them in the bag.
I was just going to say, is there any smouldering flames around here right now?
Sorry?
Are there smouldering flames in this immediate vicinity?
No.
Huh. So there was at the crash site, but not here.
The fire that you had there
Yeah.
would probably be from the lantern at the front of the
Right.
the other cart.
So this didn't blow up in flames. I'm just like, if there's flames here, one of those candles accidentally getting lit by the flames might be bad. So I was just like,
How many candles are there?
We haven't done an investigation
He's
yet.
just found one so far.
Okay.
I'm gonna guidance myself.
Okay.
16.
16. You start looking through the rubble and you start to pick out. You see 1, 2. Then you get up to like 20, 30. There'd be dozens.
There's a lot of candles here, guys.
I will grab a few and put them in the bag of holding. It's like,
for evidence and tracking down the bad guys later.
Yep.
Should we move on?
Yes.
With a roll of 1, that was a good decision.
I go uphill. Who's got... No, doesn't matter. Let's go.
Okay.
So how long before people start coming?
That's what I was saying we should go.
Yeah.
I was going to say we could do something like... we probably shouldn't.
Well, like, I think we should be, like, on guard. I'm expect if it's an explosion, it's like people are going to be rushing towards. Maybe less on guard.
You start heading further down and then very quickly hear the sound of footsteps running up.
Hide!
Okay.
Or if we like suit ourselves up and run, could it look like we're trying to flee whatever happens or escape from explosion?
I will
fiery?
loosen and see how far away they are. That is a 22.
Not too far, honestly.
We don't have
Yep.
time for that.
Yeah.
And with that, you get the distinct... You can definitely pick out at least 4 to 6 distinct footsteps.
I will... You've night vision?
Yeah, I do. I'm half elf. Means I can see in the dark out of one of my eyes.
I'll
I just love this whole...
I'll basically I'll do a little subject and hide in the corner, and while I do that, I'll go.
corner of this straight cave.
Well, it's been an explosion. There's going to be corners and shit now.
Oh yeah, there is. That's actually a very solid point.
And as I do that, I'll go. I'll look at you. And go.
Leland's like, yes.
That is a 28 for stealth,
Yep.
and I will do a prepared action the minute someone rocks across. They will get a bolt to the face.
All right. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Um,
And what would you want Sigrun to be doing?
so you're up front, crouching down, ready to attack the people. And then
Of course, I've kind of come back up, and I'm like, did that noise, and
I don't know what you're doing.
Get Sigrun to throw them at you. Throw you at them.
you won't know. But you're still ready.
Fastball
Sigrun runs
special.
Put a helmet on them.
Like knives
Pull them
out.
over.
But I'm assuming because I've used the code sound, Leland might count you know what's going on.
Oh yeah, no, I like we're expecting people to be rushing towards. So I'm at the. I haven't put Roderick away.
Fight mode?
He's like full Harry Potter duel stance.
Yeah. Well,
I think we're in fight
you saw me
mode.
run at you guys, make go cackle, and this kind of like vanished into the wall, like crossbow bolt ready.
Literally, there's just see a shadow with a crossbow poking out of it.
Okay, this is getting
It makes the wow doom sound.
Pulls out a dart.
And that sound too. Let's see.
Didn't put your phone on silent. Rookie mistake.
Robert pulls out a dart and starts
Go
looking
the
around.
big guns.
Yeah.
Sigrun, I think, is just going to again sort of plant the shield and she's
And
going
just
to
ready herself for battle.
and draw the sword and basically, yeah,
Defensive stance.
exactly that. Okay, with you guys in position, the sounds of the footsteps get stronger and stronger, and you start to see sort of the glow of like a small fire or something to that description, and then you see the source of it sort of start coming around the corner as basically one guy running the lead, holding a torch.
Was just one guy with a torch?
You see the guy in the lead holding a torch, and then you see lit up behind him 3 or 4 others.
Okay, I'll just shoot the first guy that turns around the corner.
All right.
Being torching the torch.
Is he aware of my presence? Would he be surprised?
I would say probably yes. I think this is probably a industrial accident rather than an incursion.
Fair enough. I don't know how I attack anymore.
Well, you're halfway there.
Rolled the dice.
So our stealthy infiltration mission.
It went to shit the minute I was looking at the explosion. 26.
This isn't much of a caper,
Yeah,
guys.
definitely hits.
Okay, so I've got that, and then I think my sneak attack is 46.
At this point, they're you'll be about 50, 60 feet away.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Ryan. We didn't keep it very well.
This is most entertaining.
We're subtle and stealthy.
It's 5, it's 10, it's 14. That is 14. It's 20 points of damage.
20 points. Alright. That slams into sort of like this armor plating that he's got on his chest, and it digs right in, and he sort of stops short. It's like, oh, fellas, we've got company. And with that, you got Roderick firing up, have you?
I'm going to use my stopwatch.
Okay.
Click.
Yep.
And I get a surprise round.
Yes, you get to fire one in as well.
So... How many guys are there?
4 all up.
Alright. Gonna... Like, a guy that I can see.
Mm-hmm.
If that guy that already got hit is the most prominent, then...
He's the most
but
prominent.
if
He's
there's
on
like
the
a
torch, and then the light of the torch is sort of illuminating the 3 that are following behind.
I'm just thinking, like, what would make more sense to be? That guy, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to cast Hex on that fella.
Oh, that poor guy. He's going to have a bad day.
He's going to have a bad day. So he's Hex, that just happens. And I'm going to shoot Eldritch Blast at him.
Alrighty.
Alright, so Eldritch Blast, boom. 17.
Yep.
D10, is that a D10? That's a D10. 10 damage.
Yes.
Oh wait, hold on. 15 damage.
Ooh.
Yes.
And more than that. 18 damage.
Alrighty. So yeah, these two sort of...
This is
purple,
between seconds.
These are two sort of purple bolts sort of going sort of...
Strobing as they move forward.
I imagine like the bolt going hitting into his chest, like we have these hedges vanishes, just laser beams go through it.
Not quite. One definitely sort of slams him in the shoulder, and he sort of like jolts backwards slightly. The other one sort of catches him sort of right in the midriff and sort of curls him forward, but he's sort of holding his abdomen and sort of like, and holding his abdomen and just and waving with the torch, like just pointing towards you guys.
All right, that was my surprise round.
Let's roll in for initiative.
That is not good.
I got a 13.
17. Sigrun has a 5.
At least I'm faster than her.
I've
Okay.
had the stopwatch for fucking ages and never used it.
So you were what? Sorry,
13.
13.
8. I rolled a 3.
What happened?
Better than Sigrun.
Pop it.
17.
And what was Sigrun?
5.
How do we do? How's it
winning?
looking from your side? Just first appraisal.
It was an interesting way of starting this. Okay, Pop it. You're first up.
Oh, bugger.
Nah.
Okay, so we've got the person with the torch. Have the other people come around the corner yet?
They're all visible.
Excellent.
They've basically come through as a fairly solid clump.
Okay, and they're holding weapons.
Oh yeah.
What are they holding?
The leader guy is basically holding his stomach and a torch.
These are people coming to help right now.
I'm very afraid of those intestines.
2 of them are drawing out quite large crossbows, and the third one is drawing out a smaller crossbow.
Okay, I'm going to use powerful magic.
You're a monk, though.
Shush.
And part bard.
I'm whatever I want to be.
He's
We're going to
He's
cast
part bard on his mother's
one of the
side.
people pulling out the big crossbows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to... They need to do a wisdom 14 saving throw.
I rolled a 14, so plus whatever their wisdom is.
Okay, so they only take half damage.
Oh, no, it's okay. Yep, so 14, yep.
Yeah.
What is this? Cutting words?
Dissonant whispers. Oh, I rolled shit. They take 3 damage.
3 damage. What else happens with that?
It was if they hadn't saved, they would have had to immediately use their reaction to move as far away as their speed allows.
Ooh,
from
that's a good one. Right.
But no.
Next up is Leland. Yes.
So firstly,
Yes.
so they're all pretty close to each other, right? They're coming down a mine shaft. They're in a
Yeah.
group together. Cool.
Yep.
They all take 5 damage.
Oh, from the whole hexy exploding thing?
Purple tentacles leech out from the lead guy's head, lashing them all in the brains, dealing 5 psychic damage to all of them,
Alrighty.
That was my
Including the leader?
including the leader.
Alright. So 5 there.
I'm not sure if anybody else can see the purple tentacles, but I certainly can.
Okay. The leader, his brain case just kind of explodes out
Into
with
tentacles?
with these shards of tentacles that spear into all his comrades around him, and then he falls limp to the ground, and a good portion of his actual grey matter just sort of oozes out onto the floor.
I don't know how that happened, guys. So I can't. That was a bonus action to do that. I can't put Hex on until my next bonus action.
Okay.
But it just says on a subsequent turn.
Okay.
Apparently, in the rules, you can hold that for as long as you want because there isn't a limit to how long you can hold till you put that bonus action back out there. At the very least, that's fucking rules lawyery nonsense. Whatever. I don't have Hex up this turn though.
Okay.
Because he died.
Yes, he did.
And I need a bonus turn to put it on.
His head
somebody else.
exploded.
His head exploded with tentacles. I was very happy with how that went.
You know what? He had exactly 5 hit points left when you did that to him. You have a habit of killing people with that hex explosion. What's it actually called?
It's called Maddening Hex.
Maddening Hex.
It's
Well, he lost his mind.
I wasn't sure about it when I took it at the time, and I've only been pleased with how it's turned out. And on my main action, I am going to the next guy, the next Charlie.
The next
McGee.
one down the line would be the one that Poppet already.
I'm going to fucking Eldritch Blast him up his business. Let's pretend I said something cooler than that. 20 hits.
Oh, yeah.
13.
13 damage?
And then the second one. Is 15 the second?
No.
What are your two Eldritch Blasters?
That's how
Both
we
barrels, baby.
Do. How we do. Is it part of your running invocations gets you 2, or is it just Eldritch Blasters?
Eldritch Blast, that's how it levels. It's always
Oh,
a
yeah.
D10.
Yep.
And then it's at 5th level you get 2, and I get 3 at some higher level as well.
12, I think.
Probably 11. At 11 I get 3.
11. What else? You good?
And I'm going to now shimmy behind Sigrun.
Alright.
Is
Hana.
Kale doing anything in this fight?
No.
Okay.
He is not very well equipped.
What do we even bring him for? Whose dumb idea was that shit?
You could have brought us the cow. You could have saved that cow.
Cow.
The one on
On
the boat.
Oh, yeah. That would have been great. If I had a cast fly on the cow, we could have ridden the cow out of there.
They don't have a pet cow.
Just remembering the cow would have had the decision on what direction it went.
I'm sure it had our best interests at heart.
After you burnt its tail. Or nether regions.
I wouldn't have done that if we were going to ride it out of there. Don't be stupid, Ryan.
Hana. How would you like to react to this current situation?
For a little hidey hole, I will shoot the second guy that's already taken some damage.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Am I still sneaky? They haven't
You
seen...
were hidden at the time.
Yep, okay.
Oh wait, no, because you did your...
Yeah, it's
You
not
already shot a guy.
You would have to try and hide again
Yeah.
to be able to get that.
Can you do a bonus action first, or no?
Yeah, you can do a bonus action at any point. Just some of them have a
Oh, whatever. That is 10 damage.
10 damage.
It is 4 plus 6, isn't it? D4. Yes. And now I will go sneaky. 24.
Oh, yep. Alright.
No one here but us rocks.
Next up, the one with the light crossbow.
What's he going to do, Ryan?
What's she gonna do when they come
He's-
for you?
He's going to proceed forward and then sort of take cover behind one of the support beams, and he's going to fire a Sigrun.
She is the biggest target.
Yeah. So he's basically front and center with shield up in front. And rolled an
Maybe go for the
18
high
plus, so 21.
That's a big number.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. Only a light crossbow.
Sigrun, no!
Unless shields add anything.
It's already calculated in. Giving a grand total of 4 damage.
Well, Sigrun's dead.
Sigrun, no!
It is her reaction now. Or her turn now.
She's gonna go stab the guy that just shot her.
Yeah, sure.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, that's a reasonable reaction.
I'm assuming she just gets one attack.
I think at her level she gets 2 attacks.
She's a paladin.
You know better than I do.
Paladins get 2 attacks.
Sweet, okay. I'll take that. They're really letting me roll for this.
You'll be fine.
What's the worst could happen?
My dice. That's a miss.
What is that?
10.
That is the worst that could happen.
That wasn't great, yeah.
That's a 20, so that's a hit.
Natural 20?
No.
And that's the best that could happen. So it all averages out.
And then 1d8 plus 4 slashing. And then it says something about plus 2d6 fire martial versatile.
Yep. It's a flaming sword.
All of those
So
dice
what's
roll
going
them twice.
So, well, no, it wasn't a crit. It was 20
Did you say
total.
20? Oh.
Total.
Okay, so it's a 1d8
Yep. Plus
and
4.
2d6 plus 4.
Oh, okay. That's an 8, 12, 17 damage.
17. Alright.
Quality hit.
That is a quality hit. This guy, basically, with one big slash, the sword lights up as he swings it through the air and just slices it straight through the middle.
Good.
There's the sword.
And cauterizes as it goes through. Yeah.
Some of the clothing he wears sort of flares up a little bit. His top half just sort of falls away, and Sigrun is there basically like foot against the beam that he was behind, and just like pulling her sword out of the timber because she's just gone straight through him and embedded her sword into the timbers.
Like a knife and hot butter.
Hmm?
Hot knife through butter.
Pretty much. And he
A knife and hot butter. That'd probably
Same
work too.
and then just similarly
Potato,
effective.
potato.
All right,
Who says potato?
weird people.
No, like, I get tomato. That's a thing that happens in the world. When have you ever heard somebody say potato?
Well, once. Just then.
In a song lot.
Some bullshit. Is what I'm saying.
Don't you know the Wiggles song Hot Potato, Hot Potato?
Isn't that mashed potato?
I don't know.
Cold spaghetti. Spaghetti.
Never forgot. Mum's spaghetti.
Okay.
Madness. It's just madness. So what's going on, Ryan? Paint us a picture.
So,
Get it together.
the two guys that had drawn their heavy crossbows at this point, one drops his crossbow just to the ground
And runs away.
runs straight
what he's seeing.
straight at Sigrun with drawing a long sword off his back,
Stupid.
Yeah, we have a tank.
and is going to.
He aggroed good.
What is our AC?
19.
19.
21.
Wait, no, you tell me what you roll and I'll tell you if you hit.
They both miss.
Clang, clang. Come on, paint us a picture. What happens?
Basically, she basically sort of like shield up and deflect the first one, and manages to sort of shove him away enough where the second one just sort of goes wide. There you go. Word picture.
Fucking love it.
You're getting way too excited there, Ross.
Ugh!
The
Lord.
second one, still with his crossbow, fires at. He's going to fire further up the line since Sigrun is no longer protecting you.
No! I hid behind Sigrun and then she charged him and I'm like, go get him, Sigrun!
Daniel Reinhardt.
My nose! Oh, my nose!
It's cocked.
Oh, boy.
16.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Don't do 43 points of damage.
I don't think I can do 43 points of damage.
Well, I mean, you
believe
say
in you.
that, but...
I believe in you, Ryan.
42.
It's got a 3 in it, but it's not 43.
It's
39.
53.
It's 3.
Ah! Ah!
There's this bolt sort of like catches you just in the side of the arm.
Layla's now in the fetal position on the floor.
I'm dying!
Pop it, we're back at you.
Friends,
hi.
help me, I'm dying!
It's barely even a flesh wound.
Okay. So he's gonna go and...
Like the Ace Ventura where he's got the arrow, he's like... Ah!
So time to go punchy on the one that attacked
Sigrun.
Sigrun. But I'm sure Leland can defend himself.
He's doing.
I mean, I can. I definitely can.
Well, I
He's
choose
making
not to.
making a lot of noise about it in the process, but he has been shot.
I got shot.
The trick is not to get shot.
It's a good trick.
Good trick.
So punchy punch.
You can do 4 attacks.
If I spend key, I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will save my key.
Squirrel it away for a
I
rainy
can
day.
decide later. So first one. 14. Second one. Less than 14. Okay, so I'll use one of my key to get 2 more attacks.
Apparently, that rainy day came quicker than you expected.
I'm really bad at dice. 14 again. That's cocked. Natural 20.
Hey!
Yeah!
So-
And the last one pays for the rest.
What does a natural 20 do?
You roll the dice twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just 2d6 plus 4. 6, 9, 13.
Mm-hmm.
Solid hit.
Now, with my thingies, I had those mittens that did the thunder strike
Mm-hmm.
thingy that pushes the person.
Mm-hmm.
So that happens because I rolled a 20.
Yep.
Yeah.
So basically, I get. I can't remember what it was. This is way back when, before.
It pushes them back, and then I have the option to teleport to them,
That's right, it is too.
which I will.
I think it was 10 feet they get pushed back.
Yes, actually, I won't teleport to them. Crit hit, slam 20 feet, and teleport plus 1 damage. I'm assuming
Slam
that's
20
factored
feet.
in.
Mm-hmm.
Slams them 20 feet, sorry.
So it's 20 feet. So he basically, like, that last hit, he just goes blasting back. This is Dragon Ball.
After 3 misses.
Yeah. This is Dragon Ball. It's exactly like Dragon Ball. Doing the whole bang, and it gets slammed backwards and hits the next sort of supporting beam, and then
Yay.
falls forward with like a heavy, like winded sound. So he's also knocked prone.
Oof.
She don't hit Sigrun.
Leland.
So that motherfucker that shot me,
Uh
I'm giving him the evil eye,
huh.
which means he's hex now.
Okay.
Uh,
Give him the old stinker.
and he's like, you motherfucker. And he shoots him with Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
He misses. And on the second one, he also... 15?
That also misses.
1.
He's angry. He's also very hurt.
Severely injured.
He's so very hurt, you guys.
Hannah, fix this fuck up.
My aim is off because my arm is hanging on by a thread. Why don't we have a healer? Oh god!
You got a paladin.
Why isn't she healing me now?
Because she was too busy cutting a guy in half.
I will
It's
now,
a neat trick. She can't put it back together though.
inspired / believed by my dying comrade,
Don't go on without me. I want you to weep. Weep for my passing. Don't be strong.
Actually,
Feel your feelings.
I'll walk up to Leland and I'll perform a coup de grace. 'Cause that's what he would want. He wouldn't want to be in this type of pain anymore.
No.
He died the way he lives, screaming a lot.
Screaming and making an embarrassment out of himself and everybody around him.
No, I will leap out of the shadows at this point.
He go, surprise!
It was me all along.
Surprise growl.
As I'm running towards the people engaging Sigrid, just
Well, they're not engaging Sigrid anymore. He knocked him 20 feet backwards.
so they're on the
One shot, it didn't move up. The other one went up to Sigrid and then got
pushed
knocked
back.
20 feet backwards into
They're
the wall.
actually in the butt, or
They're basically flat down on the ground.
cool. I will
You get advantage.
Just walk away.
just walk away.
Not if he's shooting. Shooting would be disadvantaged with prone.
I thought he jumped out. I thought he was going to go in.
He could go into stab. You can do some stabbing. Stabbing is always an option.
He's not
You
that kind of
do
rogue.
like stabbing.
I do like stabbing people. So basically, while they're both down, I'll like work up and just kind of shank the closest one.
Yep, well, that'd be the one that we knocked down, so that's advantage on that anyway. So that makes happy old
A natural
balls.
20.
Oh no!
This guy's going to have a bad day.
He's
Now-
going to get shanked.
My primary weapon I like using is going to be the Lumberfoot's Rapier,
Yep.
which is the, if I roll another 20, I just chop a limp off.
Are you
Oh.
choosing to light it up?
No. That's
Oh.
one. That is the opposite of what I wanted to roll.
You chop your own limb off.
Oh no! I did it again! It'll grow back, right?
Drows do that. Yeah.
Oh, balls.
Oh,
That was a pretty good roll.
those are
Oh, no.
those are big money.
10,
That's
21.
I think you got
28.
I think you got a craps.
That poor person takes 35 points of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely does.
And if he's still breathing, I will.
No, he is not.
Then I will go. Huh. And the other one.
The other one's a little bit further up as well.
Oh, they're not next to
not
each other.
right next to each other.
I will. If I've got any movement left, I'll just kind of back up behind Sigrid.
You were a bit behind Sigram to start off with, so I'd say you're probably a bit short.
That's fine. I've got move speed of 30.
Yeah, I would say you wouldn't you'd maybe able to, you won't be able to get far enough to get behind Sigram, but you could move
So
back a
as
little
a
bit.
bonus action,
Yes. Oh, you get a dash.
yes.
Yep.
I'll dash behind Sigrid.
Yep, you can do that.
Go, save me, Sigrid.
Pretty much.
Secret's
Go
just
again.
what we needed.
Sigrid is what you needed. It's her turn. Sigrid,
Oh, okay, so she'll go and stab the next one.
which is the guy that shot Leland.
Yeah.
Leland's bleeding out right now.
Sigrid takes a look and just arches an eyebrow and goes to stab the next guy. You're really impressing her.
Now your arm and your ego hurts.
Chick stick scars. What are you going to say?
That's a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
That usually will do it.
This is plus 4, that's a 10, 15, 20.
Jesus Christ, I gave it too much damage. Alright, yep.
Yeah, but
Oh, he's going to
actually
take away
second one
Sigrid.
is another 25 to hit.
I have to go back to my home planet.
Well, that's better. 5, 6, 10, 12 more damage points.
12 more damage points.
No, better means you've done more damage than previous
Yeah.
time.
Better for me.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So it's taken 32 from Sigrid. How much damage did you deal to that one?
You missed.
Shut up.
Alright.
Nobody cares what you think, James.
This guy here is also going to drop his crossbow and pull his long sword. And take 2 swipes at Sigrid. An 18 and a 19.
One of those hit.
One of those hit.
The 18.
I think you're lying.
He has very special armor.
This is second time.
9 damage.
No.
I think he's going to die pretty horribly pretty soon. Poppet, it's your turn.
Punch.
Yep. Distance to get there.
Not now, though.
First punch. That's cocked because of the gap in the table. That's 16.
No.
Why not?
Okay, sorry. You miss.
Thank you. That I can reroll because I'm a halfling. That's 25.
That one hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
9 points.
Yep.
And punched 20 feet away, so I... Oh, no, I
That's
didn't
only
crit.
on a crit.
That's... Yeah, sorry. And I'll just use a bonus action to make an extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's 19.
Hits.
9 points.
Alright, so he's just getting pummeled by a halfling. Leland.
I'm 3 feet.
Straight
3
crotch.
feet and 2 fists.
Bang at the crotch. Bang at the crotch.
So Leland wipes his sweat off his brow, grits his teeth, barreling through the pain, puts his fingers up to his temple, maddening hex on that guy again. He takes 5 points of damage.
He has 5 left.
Does that kill him, Ryan?
These these tentacles basically like erupt out all around his mind, and then basically like turn in on themselves and basically like eviscerate him, like tearing him apart.
I don't know how that happened.
It's crazy. The guy just exploded himself.
There's something weird about these guys.
Yeah. So he's basically
I was
like
just
this.
looking at these gloves in wonder.
These tentacles are basically like
Boop, boop, boop.
dug into his chest and it was like torn his sternum apart.
It's 5 psychic damage.
Yeah.
Damn. Alright, they're cool. Nothing to worry about there.
So 5 psychic damage is like 500 damage in the real world.
If you take 5 psychic damage in a dream, you take 5 damage in the real world.
Alright. So those guys are all being murdified. Murdified.
I still got my action.
so
you
now
do.
we're free to keep sneaking down.
Yes, you
No
roll,
one does there seen us.
roll stealth then.
Nobody
have we been in-
who's seen us has survived.
How long have we been in this shaft or tunnel thing?
That's true. Technically, no alarm has been risen for us yet.
At this point here, you'd be about, 10 minutes before the first
We are alarm
15
adjacent.
minutes. You'd be looking at about 26, 27 minutes.
Okay, so Pass Without Trace is still active from when we first tried to enter.
Oh my god. Yep.
So we're all still plus 10 to our stealth rolls.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So they cast Pass Without Trace last session when we first entered the thing.
And it
That's
hasn't been an
amazing.
The
hour.
entrance.
Also, can I...
Alarm adjacent is my new favourite. That and maddening
My-
hex
my-
seeming to have a death toll every single time it is used.
Right.
Every single time I've done maddening hex, somebody's died.
Yes.
Well, I think with that
So
dealt
keep
with,
stealthing
we
down?
should keep stealthing down and speeding ahead a bit more.
Yep.
I rolled on 1, which means I've got 22 for stealth.
I rolled a natural 20.
Damn!
Which means what? You are just like invisible from time.
I'm there. I'm just there.
It's like, sup?
Waiting at the end for everyone else.
We got a plus 10 to what?
Yeah. Stealth,
Stealth.
yeah. Roll secret. He has disadvantage.
No, 26.
Because of...
So that means I rolled twice and choose the lowest?
Yes.
26.
She rolls a 21.
You're stealthing, apparently.
Yeah.
From an explosion and a battle.
We're a very stealthy group. This
Like I
is what
said,
happens when
we're
we lose
alarm
cover.
adjacent. The alarm hasn't been because of us directly.
It was a workplace accident that was responded to and then also consumed the first responders.
Okay.
And why did I call them that?
First responder. That's a really bad choice of
Yeah.
term. Those...
Those brave...
No
those-
word of us has
those
gotten out
brave
yet because no one
souls.
survived to spread any word of us. It's a
So
type
really,
of
the
stealth.
second group is also going to be a group of first responders.
Yes.
Responding to this
First
one.
responders to a separate incident.
It's going to be a whole, don't know why she swallowed a fly.
We'll just keep sending wave after wave after wave of first responders.
Okay.
Just,
Yes.
I just wanted to be clear for the purposes of what I was talking about before. With Hex, technically I can like hold that to put it on somebody else. Like I'm concentrating on it, so I
Yep.
can't concentrate on another spell while I'm holding a Hex.
Yep.
It seems kind of dumb though, so I'm not sure that that's a.
If it involves your concentration, then I'm okay with that happening. Because then if you take damage, then you got to roll concentration to keep it.
I should have rolled for before when I took all that damage earlier. I didn't do that then.
Roll it, please. Because it's a con save.
I got a +0 con save.
So you got to
Wait,
roll.
no.
You need to roll 10.
Roll a 7.
What's the bonus from saves from Sigrun? What's the
Huh?
bonus with the Paladin's
It's a-
giving a plus save from the aura?
Yeah,
They get the charisma bonus, I think.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that high level.
Let's face it, if you had an Eldritch
Plus 1
Blast,
bonus to all saving throws.
there we go, plus 1, so you got the 8.
Okay.
So the Hex died, but... So it basically means
Sorry.
you don't have that Hex store.
Yeah, cool. Sorry, I forgot about the thing.
I did too, don't worry.
You would have Eldritch blasted instead of it.
So Hex is generally a concentration, or
It
is
is
it
a
only
concentration.
a concentration when you're...
No, it's always a
Oh, it's always
concentration.
a concentration? Okay, cool.
I think it's my only concentration spell.
Good to know. Alright,
Oh no, guidance is a concentration spell.
what's your marching order as you stealth down from this...
So it's fly. Wait, most of mine are concentration spells. Never mind.
We should probably have a dark vision person go first.
That would be me, I guess.
Even though I'd like to go first. I'll go second.
Sigrun, I'm injured. Please help me.
She's taking more damage than you have.
Please. You're a paladin, right? You can do the lay on hands. It's not weird or anything. Please, just help.
Would she do
Please.
You've got a whole pile of...
Well, okay.
She does have a
That's me role playing this. I'm not like saying she has to, but what does Sigrun do?
She's,
Yeah, she would heal you, wouldn't she?
Yes, she
Damn it.
Please.
It is everything. So she tops you up with the 3 damage that you've taken. And I would say
May
she
as well
also
do
tops
herself.
herself as well.
Of the more than...
Tops herself up. Not
Not
tops herself.
We're going downhill.
Those are different things.
Oh. Thank you. Oh, you saved me. It's Secret. I won't forget this. I won't forget this. And he hugs her.
And she's sort of like standing there sort of stoically, like, you know, as you got your arms sort of wrapped around her and her arms sort of...
He's like wiping away tears. You don't know what this means.
after a while...
You hear me roll my eyes so hard.
you detach your retinas rolling your eyes so hard. No, she's eventually, like, she sort of wrestles the left hand free from your bear grip, and the sort of puts it awkwardly around your shoulders and sort of pats you slightly on your left shoulder,
There.
and then sort of shakes you loose.
You wouldn't have to have a lay on hands to fix my shirt though, would you? Just
Your shirt's not made of flesh, is it?
Is it?
Your book is it?
No. So no?
No, sorry.
Oh. Okay, well, next time if you put that in your kit. For,
You could talk to a
just
cleric.
if you're taking suggestions.
You could talk to a cleric that has like the mending spell, or a seamstress. Either of those would be able to fix your shirt.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt for you to learn how to. Just saying.
Learning mending.
Yeah, no, just or seamstress skills. Just maybe for next time. Just take it under advisement. Let's get on with this mission though.
So, marching order. You're up front.
Yes.
I
Second.
got you in. Okay.
Sorry, that tickled me.
Probably Puppet second, Sigrun third, Leland fourth, and Kale last.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's still with us.
Yes.
You're at the back with Kale.
Also starring.
Okay.
Introducing.
So, creeping forwards, you start to snake down, and you start to see light at the end of this cave.
Tunnel.
Cave. And you hear the sounds of someone sort of shouting out orders, You hear sort of movement around in what seems to be a larger cave area. You can hear sort of the echoing within a larger cavern.
So we're stealthing right now.
Yes.
So let's try and remain hidden as we reach the larger cave.
Yep. Head towards it, and when I get to the edge of it, I'll...
So while you're still sitting in the in sort of the shadow of the cave, roll perception looking in.
That is 8 plus 7 is 15. Yes.
Maths. Addition, the trickiest of maths.
Okay, the opening that you're looking into is a larger natural cave. Inside there is stacks of crates and some more of those barrels that are sort of set up at a loop in the track where basically the carts will be running in a circuit. But down at the base there is a bunch of crates and bits and pieces like that.
How far is that away from the entrance?
There will be about 50, 60 feet away. That's where you can sort of see into. You can't see like the full area. You can just sort of see, just a bit of the opening into there, just because you're looking down a narrowest tunnel. A little bit further up, you can see like a large, heavy desk, and standing up, leaning with one hand and sort of waving people around is this slim-built, teal-skinned tiefling, and he's just barking orders to people, and every now and then you see sort of people run backwards and forwards. Most of them are carrying sort of most of their weapons all sort of drawn and ready to go. At one point you see a pair of them sort of pulling along this sort of, it looks like a very large crossbow, but it's built onto a pull wagon. Almost like a cannon sort of setup.
Like a ballista.
Yeah.
Like a ballista, yeah. And that sort of, you see them sort of leading off to your right. It's action stations. That's what you can see.
Are they action stations at the tunnel we're coming
at the
out?
tunnel facing.
Oh, no. Well, it's been fun, guys. I'll see you later.
I'll pull up, quickly pull back, tell my sword, and then little magic spells. Pew pew, laser beams. Pew pew.
Yes.
There's was it to the left or to the right? Like where I saw the barrels.
They're pretty much right straight down the front.
Oh, cool. There's like a whole bunch of those barrels.
Essentially, like the cave slopes down and then sort of levels off. The tracks go all the way down and then sort of lead partway into that larger cave where there's a sort of a dock loading area where they load these crates up.
As you're saying this, I'm like, hold on a second. I hold up Roderick and I look it in the eyes, and like mist comes out of its mouth and goes into my mouth, and that's how I get one of my spell slots back.
Oh, yes. I thought you were just being weird.
Well, what do you think, Roderick?
I don't know. I think we should let them go.
I think we should let them go. I was taking my thing where I get my spell slot back. Sorry. It's very important. What were you saying? You want me to fire a magic spell at a thing? Because I got a doozy.
Well, we could fight those barrels, causing more chaos. I could potentially shoot it with these fire guns that I got as well. We can do it and then kind of slip through the chaos, or is there a way we can sneak around? Or
You say chaos. I do have some new tricks. I have spells I haven't used yet. Good spells. Sorry, I forgot what we were talking about.
I basically told them when I saw that they kind of expect people to come through. Somehow we've been so quiet and stealthy. I don't know how it all slipped.
How could this possibly happen? Well,
but we either create like a massive scene by getting one of those barrels and causing it to explode, assuming it's filled with the crystals.
we could go back for the barrels. Could we go back for the barrels? They're barrels. We could roll them down the tracks.
Yes.
I actually really like that idea.
Yes.
Okay.
Run back for the barrels. Just roll them down the tracks ahead of us.
If you still want to do that, I can basically start at the front just keeping tabs of things.
Okay.
Make a bird sound if they start coming.
So you're basically like putting it onto its side, and so it's sitting on the rails, and just like so it rolls down the middle of the roll. Both of them.
Yeah.
Give me a strength check.
Well, I would imagine that I'm getting Sigrun to come and help.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. You might be
Leland's more in a supervisory capacity for this.
well, if you're going to assist, then the Sigrun gets advantage.
Yeah. Yep.
On, say, strength check.
You guys are cool with this, right?
So it just
What,
uses
more
this-
explosions and chaos? Yeah.
Because, okay, the other side of it is I can use magic in a more subtle, like, misdirecty sort of way, but also I have magic where we can blow things up.
I think at this point, subtle misdirection is kind of... It's not a thing anymore. Unless you can erase the memory of everyone within like a 2-kilometre radius. And we can start again.
This is happening, so...
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So, roll the strength.
You can teleport, I can teleport. You can make one person invisible.
I can also teleport.
Does that mean you can make 2 people invisible and you teleport? How does your invisibility? Do you have to be one of the people?
No, I can make... Okay. Sorry.
'Cause the other
Before,
plan is-
like, jumping back in time before we're rolling these barrels.
The other plan is make Kel and Sigrun invisible, and then the 3 of us try and teleport past them using our various methods of
My teleport relies on my
gun shooting.
crossbow.
Okay. I can
So
make
up
2
to-
people invisible,
Yes.
and I can also teleport myself and someone else.
Actually,
I can shadow step 60 feet, I think.
but we can't exactly see exactly where to go. Like, I only saw a little bit. Potentially, we go stealth. We're invisible. We go we walk past all this, and
And
then
keep
just kind of
walking.
basically turn around and go hi and create a distraction for.
These would have been good plans to make before we started rolling barrels down the tracks, though.
Probably.
Let's do it. Scroll them down.
Already rolled? Already rolled. Sigrun's strength test is natural 20.
Alright.
She like lifts both of them up on her shoulders.
And Leland's like on the barrel, so like, what's happening?
She starts doing squats and...
Yeah, she basically just rolls it, gets the first one, drops it onto the tracks, gets you to sort of hold it so it doesn't start rolling yet.
Just picks up like, oh, here, Leyland.
Grabs the second one, just like, doesn't even look like it takes her that much effort. It's just like, looks like they're it looks like they're empty by comparison, and you can tell they're not.
Pop.
Like one of your eyes has just gone red because you burst like an artery inside your eye. And yeah, so Drew drops it down and is like, "Are you ready for this?"
Yeah.
All right. Step aside, let it go.
Oh, that was easy.
And yeah, they basically they start to roll and then pick up a little bit of speed, and every now and then they sort of get a bit of a wobble up or bounce on a bit of roll. But
And we run along after them to catch up for
Yeah.
the chaos that's about to happen.
Yes.
And I'm like psychically saying, "Caca, caca."
What you
You
you can hear it. It's not subtle.
I
Barrels don't get a roll a stealth check.
will hear them coming. I'll draw out that fire rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Is it fire or is it lightning? I think it's fire, isn't it?
The ones you grab with fire.
Fire, cool. I'll grab that fire rifle out and basically
Don't get hit by the barrels.
yes, I'll try to avoid being hit by the barrels.
Which basically means
Basically,
don't stand on the track.
that's correct. Basically, my players like as they kind of go and out, it's like a bit of skeet shooting and blast it as it's kind of like basically track the one that's going closest to the other barrels and stuff like that for maximum effect.
Okay. What you notice first off, you can hear the sound quite clearly. It is just really echoing down that cave. You hear the tiefling inside just go, "What is that?" Oh shit! And just yells out, "Everyone, get to cover!" And you just hear this scrambling of people trying to get behind.
Okay, if that's the case, and they're starting to scramble right now, as you go like, everyone get to cover right now, I go, nah, fuck it, and I'll bang, blast one of those barrels that I can see from the darkness,
All right,
while there's still people floating around it.
roll a hit.
Is the barrel surprised?
Yeah.
The barrel stationary, so the target number is not high.
Definitely wasn't expecting this though.
We haven't got my gun. I don't know what it is. So I'll just
It's
use
essentially like a longbow, but with a D6 on it.
Okay, so I'll use basically whisper basically.
Yeah.
I'm moving off for the hit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a 16.
Yep. It's a firearm though, so you won't get your proficiency. So it basically not. It comes
My
out.
proficiency is +3.
It's just
so
your
that's
dex.
6.
Yeah.
So okay, dex is +8. No, because my dex. Okay, so 12.
Okay. Again, it's a stationary barrel.
Okay, I was just saying what it is though.
It's like shooting. It's like shooting something in a barrel.
Parts unknown.
But I'm shooting the barrel, not in the barrel.
How can you shoot everything around them?
It's like shooting densely packed magical crystals in a barrel.
10.
10? Alright. This strike, it's probably a good thing you went with the fire gun. It hits the actual the body of the barrel, because the roll wasn't that strong. Like the actual hit rolls. But so you hit the core of the barrel, and it's sort of the big flash of sparks and everything goes off. But you see quite clearly there's a melted ring of iron. And you can just see behind it, there's this glowing ember inside, basically where that ammunition point is just hit into the middle. And you just see this like flare, as you can see like something inside is lit.
As that happened, I'm like, wait a minute. The other barrel had candles in it. I just lit a rocket.
Rockets explode!
What are you doing at this point?
So it's starting to look like it's not looking too flash up.
There is a glow coming from inside.
Hit it again.
Well, that was an action, so I'm assuming I can't. Actually, if I've got the time for it, I'll do that again.
You don't have that much time. Are you taking
Then
cover,
I will use
or
a dash action
Yep.
to not be
There.
there.
Alright.
I will basically go bang, and then go behind the camera wall.
So you see that glow sort of building up. And as you sort of duck off to the side, two heavy kegs just basically go rolling, barreling past you.
That's a good use of the term.
Yes, and slam into that pile, and this one of the rolling ones cracks open, just spills dozens and dozens of candles across the floor, and where it hit was fairly close to where you shot the thing as well, and that one just sort of splits apart. And you see this bundle of candles roll out with their wicks lit. They've got this sort of runic writing written to the side that's starting to glow as the light sort of takes charge, and then the whole room is just lit up as each of these candles in turn just start firing off magical spells in all directions.
So are we meant to be going out into this?
Not right now.
Actually, you see these streaks of power just blasting off in every direction. And at one point you see a small explosion flash off to the right, and these two. It's like a Bond film. You see an explosion. And
Wilhelm screams.
And, three guys sort of all do a simultaneous front flip on fire. Yep, Wilhelm scream. The whole deal. And what's the other one? The one that they used to do in the Nutri-Grain ads. The long. That one. Yeah. You see another spot where another guy is basically screaming across, and his whole right arm has just been absolutely blasted off. It is gone. There's just blood gushing out of the shoulder socket area where one of these spells is impacted and just blasts his entire arm off. Some of these smaller explosions are beginning to light some of the other candles around that are spread around the floor, and more of these are just firing off in all directions. Basically, it's a hell of a noise.
This is a good plan.
What you do see is you see that tiefling basically he's pulled the table and one arm just pulled it over and just barricaded behind it, and every now and then it's you see him sort of ducking his head around the corner trying to see what's going on. This thing is just getting peppered with these. You down there yet?
me and Sigrun were running after the barrel.
You were
so,
too far. You see it, and they look somewhat similar to Eldritch Blast, but it's magic missile.
but not as cool.
It's magic missile. That's firing off from each of these cannons is setting off bolts of magic missile in every direction.
Magic missiles don't miss.
When they're actually discriminately targeted at someone, this is uncontrolled.
Nice.
The
Nice.
crystals
Nice
in,
work,
that, in that
gentlemen.
top section are still intact. You guys get the distinct impression if this went off as was intended, this explosion would be magnitudes larger,
So shooting those crystals right now would be a bad idea.
potentially.
There's only one way to find out.
Well, you can shoot them with something mundane like a bolt. He's got magic. If you wanted to do something like
I have
that.
a fire gun.
He's like raises Roderick to start pointing at it. It's like, what?
And should that actually rise the gun at you?
Okay.
Alright. It's probably a good 2-3 minutes of continuous explosions going off.
The best thing about this planet is how subtle we were.
You just hear
There still haven't been any reports of us.
yelling and screaming.
Still,
from
still
people
alarm
injured.
adjacent.
Yeah, you hear yelling and screaming at people that have been severely injured, and then other people's trying to basically give direction as to how to get to safety.
If I've got eyes on him,
Yep.
that tiefling guy, whenever he kind of pops up to see what's going on, I would take a shot at him.
All right, you go for it. With what?
Teleporty.
I'll probably use my crossbow, my hand crossbow this time, because it's a bit more, I'm a bit better at it than the gun.
A bit more finesse.
He's got a decent amount of cover going on there.
Yeah, so that's going to be a good roll. That was
Ooh,
probably a good
that's
roll.
a good roll.
What's a good roll?
28.
Okay. Yes.
He rolled a 19.
Just about the second time I was like going, ooh. Yeah, that's alright. 16.
I just saw the 6 and the 4.
It's 25 points of damage.
25.
This
That
is,
seems
going,
like a lot.
this is going well. What do you think, James?
I think the tiefling might have an idea something's going on.
He takes that basically you've struck him at the base of the horn.
Ooh, that's real
So
painful.
it's definitely does some damage to the skin area around there, but it is mostly embedded in the horn.
You know how when you get something pointy right in the edge of your fingernail, it's like that.
Yeah, and he's sort of ducked back, holding his head, and he's not pulling his head back out again anytime soon because he's just got a shot.
Not shot.
So back up.
What's your actions?
I'm waiting till the magic missiles stop.
Yeah,
Die
2
down.
or 3 minutes
Then
later,
everyone come back out?
it's kind of like watching fireworks. Eventually, there's a couple of big, larger explosions, and and then you sort of get the sense that it's beginning to wind down. Listen to popcorn. It's a little bit, you know when it's slowing down, it's ready to pull out.
Well, basically, to you guys are going,
Should we make a run for
let's
it?
go.
Wait, what are we doing? Are we apprehending
Yeah, we have to get up.
Demon McTiefling?
Maybe. But we have to get up here. Is he...
That's essentially.
Oh, we've
You
come up
guys,
here.
you guys are here. That's where the cave entrance is. That's where the cave comes down.
Yeah.
You are looking into this room. The
And this goes up until
that's
this
this
bit here?
down. This is a raised area.
Yep.
And that lift takes you down into sort of the water level
'Cause
area.
this is where we wanted to go, because there was that office in here that we wanted to go to, wasn't it? Or...
That's this space. That's what you're looking at.
Okay.
If I may, we should get ready.
There were a whole bunch of armed people here just a moment ago.
A lot of dead armed people.
I'm fairly certain that explosion would work.
One question.
Yes.
How can Sigrun just summon her flying horse?
Yeah.
Okay. Get her to do that,
Okay.
and get you to have your carpet at the ready, in case we need to get the bug fuck out of here.
Can I have my carpet?
It's in the bag of holding.
Oh, yeah.
So, just have those ready, not locked in the bag of holding that we can't get at it and everything.
No, my
So,
carpet is bigger than I am, so someone else might have to carry it for me.
cool.
But we've got Kale. He's not doing anything else.
Put it on the back of Sigrun's horse. Just like, so we're ready to have like a get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Possibly with like some extraordinary rendition targets with us. Because I think the tiefling seems to be the one in charge. I think we want to get him.
Yep.
Right?
Sure.
We can threaten to... Look, for what they know, for like what they have very definitive information about, we're fucking crazy. And we can threaten to shoot those crystals if they don't submit to our demands.
Threaten?
Or we can just shoot the crystals.
Ah.
We can do that on the way out. It'll be cool.
So that's a plan that you have enough time to formulate
During the explosion.
during the explosions and everything like that.
Well, now it's
Well, like I'm just saying, before we go out, I wanted to like have the carpet ready and the thing.
Yeah, we'll have that ready.
If we're rolling fucking out into like hostile forces out there.
I think first things first. Let's rush. When the things go down, we'll just rush the table.
Yeah, cool.
So when the explosions
So
are down,
explosions are basically died down. Every now and then, one more candle goes off and just like sends 4 bolts off. But yeah, the explosion is essentially done.
well, the minute it starts dying down, but we'll signal and go, and we'll rush the. I don't have the horses out or whatnot. We'll have the magic carpet like near the horse, or like on the horse, whatever.
And then you are keeping them in the cave.
Hmm?
You keeping them in the cave, or you?
What does Sigrun want to do with her horse? That'd be more up to her.
That would be. Yeah, she's happy to.
Well, I can just
If we need
open
She's
the bag,
following
go,
whatever your
got
plan
things.
is.
We'll do that. Yep.
Sorry?
She's following whatever your plan is.
She'd have a horse out, and I'll just whip out the
Yeah, cool.
carpet straight away. So we'll.
I was just like,
Yeah, no, I
quick
like it.
escape.
yeah,
I guess when the explosions are down, we'll rush that table.
yeah.
Okay, so you all just sort of barrel out as a group, like weapons drawn, sort of.
Basically,
Yeah! Where do they all go?
Okay,
hello, darkness, my old friend.
yeah. So Sigrun sort of goes out leading the charge, like sword drawn, shield in front, like charging out. At one point, you sort of charge out into the larger cavern, and there's one guy off to the left who's got a loaded crossbow, but he's laying down quite severely injured, like on his last legs, and sort of tries to raise the crossbow, fires a bolt, which just Sigrid just like easily deflects, and you. I'm not even gonna make any rolls here. This is a cinematic piece. Like charges in, deflects bolt, you finish him off with no issue whatsoever.
Morally or technically.
Off to the right, you see basically like this smouldering, what looks like probably was a barrel of gunpowder at one point, that has well and truly just scattered everywhere. There are bits and pieces of both ballista and ballista operators just scattered through like about 20-foot
Ballista
radius area.
and ballista adjacent.
Yes, and some are sort of occupying the same space simultaneously. Not a good look. It is.
There was weird teleporty stuff in the mix there.
It's sort of like, it's sort of telegibbed.
They got splinched.
Splitting, yes. It's the fly.
Oh, I don't like the fly.
But yeah, there's a lot of parts of ballista and people that were controlling the ballista sort of scattered around like about 20-foot radius
Ballista
area.
and ballist men.
You guys get basically to the edge of the table, and
It's not a table, it's a mimic. We're fucked.
it's a mimic with several holes in it now.
Oh.
And as you're getting up there, all of a sudden Sigrun just sort of stops short and just like holding her head,
Raven's here.
and she's like she's being shot with something. She's like holding the back of her head.
Has she been shot by something?
No, and she's like,
The Craven sense is tingling.
he's here.
Who's here?
And she's like looking around, like, and just Craven's here.
It seems bad if his presence like cripples her. We kind of need her.
And if you guys can give me...
Uh-oh.
Initiative.
A compliment?
Uh-oh.
Constitution saving.
You're looking very good today, Ryan.
A back
Is that a new beard?
Do you need to live somewhere tomorrow?
I've often said you're a very good DM. I've said that on many occasions, and it wasn't sarcastic most of them.
Wisdom saves, please.
I think that's one that I'm good with. It is one that I'm good with.
16.
And Sigrun?
Oh, she has to do one as well.
Do I get a bonus from Sigrun?
You'll get +1 on the
Oh, good. It's
17.
not going to matter.
So you got 17?
Sigrun has a 15, assuming she doesn't buff herself.
It does buff her.
Okay, 16.
Now, if we factor in Sigrun's bonus, which we will, it's a 5.
Factoring in Sigrun's bonus, I got a 23.
23.
Wisdom is one of my wheelhouse.
Yes.
Is this a charm effect?
I'll have to actually check that. I don't
Because that
think
may
so.
save me.
Oh, I have advantage against charm defense.
Or it may save other people.
It is not a charm effect.
Is it?
Is it poison?
Oh, and Kale, no. You see everyone else just sort of stop in the position, like frozen in place basically in the motion that they were.
I failed.
Yes. You were close, not close enough.
In that moment,
Yeah. Huh?
and I'll make a performance roll.
I love it. I love it already.
Okay. Perfect.
I am also going to freeze. I'll get a +5 performance.
For the rest of you guys, you guys are currently paralyzed.
As I obviously it's not going to be instant, but with the performance roll, I'm going to try and also freeze.
All right. Love that. I love that so much.
23.
23?
Yeah.
Okay.
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 I imagine like slowly after everyone's up.
Yeah.
And from behind you, you'll hear a voice. It's like, "Hey, Drig, would you mind explaining why this place is so incredibly fucked?"
The Typhoon
Oh.
Adric.
That guy's the worst.
And you sort of hear this sort of through like gritted teeth. It's like, "I just busted in here and everything's."
We can still talk and stuff. We just can't move.
You can't move your jaw. You can sort of talk, sort of like yeah.
Well, it's
Oh.
Hadrig.
Hadrig is
The
also
Typhoon.
under this effect.
Oil can.
Yeah.
Oil can.
You hear sort of like slow, sort of deliberate footsteps coming up from behind you. It's like, "Now, my friends, who the fuck are you and why are you here?" Comes around into your peripheral vision first, and he's sort of peering around.
Bead of sweat.
You're doing that meme of the guy that's like, and the veins are popping out. And he sort of looks at you and is like, "Hang on, you lot are the ones that were in the sewers below Getherick. I swear you guys were gonna be cooked in there."
Don't know what you're talking about. Let's just unfreeze us so we can all have a nice, reasonable conversation.
You guys have proven to be a real fucking thorn in my side.
Thank you.
Is he still like looking at me, or is he wandering
He's
around? To
he's
somebody
wandering
else?
around now. He wanders over to Kale.
As he wanders past me,
Yeah, boy.
like obviously we could see like him moving around and stuff. As his like gaze like goes past where I'm at, and he's facing the other way, I'm gonna cast a spell up his butt.
Okay.
I mean, is that a good idea?
Yeah, it is.
So,
Yeah.
As
Just
you're
change the
doing
message
this,
like this is different.
he's at Kale, and he's peered at like Kale's got a couple of those guns sort of tucked into his belt. He's pulled one and is looking over it as you go to.
Okay.
God damn it, Kale.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do a big one.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Blight at our gnomish friend. He's a gnome, right?
He is no.
Yes.
Like cowls up, long beard with like streaks of grey coming from the
Pointy hat.
from the points. No pointy hat. It was just like the cowl, which does have a slight point at the back of it, but it's not. You don't really call a cowl a hat, do you?
Oh.
It's a hood. It's a headpiece. It's not a hat.
I was technically
And as
correct.
as he goes to do it, he's like obviously he's still got Roderick in his hand. He's like, "Thorn this motherfucker," and he thinking that that's a cool line, but it's not really that cool
No, it's not
line.
good at all.
And he takes a Constitution 18 save.
Okay.
Dun, dun.
He's rolling multiple dice.
He is.
He
Okay.
rolled 2 ones.
So that's
Congratulations.
definitely a save.
Oh.
Oh.
So what happens if I save?
You win the game.
Half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay.
So he takes 4d8s.
It was a good hit.
It would have been 8d8s if he
Oh,
had.
balls.
It's Blight, motherfucker.
Okay, motherfucker.
Sorry. It's like it's a big-
Surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker!
All rise, motherfucker.
Some fries, motherfucker.
And I haven't cast Blight before, but I'm imagining when he does it, his eyes sort of go black and smoke comes out. And
Oh,
shit.
I love that. Yep.
It is necrotic damage.
You have a lot of problems, dude.
Uh, d- 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 5, 8,
13.
13, 2, 18 damage.
18 damage.
I had to take a swing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm all for what you're about.
It was a cool moment.
Okay.
Necrotic energy washes over the creature of your choice you can see within range, draining moisture and vitality from it.
And now that you've broken his
Hold on a
concentration...
moment. Hold on a
Oh,
moment.
dang.
If you target a plant creature or a magical plant, it makes a saving throw with disadvantage. Is he a magical plant?
No.
Yes.
Are you
No.
sure?
If you target a non-magical plant that isn't a creature, such as a tree or a shrub, it doesn't make a saving throw. It simply withers and dies. I have a question, Ryan.
No. Sorry?
I have a question.
Yes?
Is he a tree or a shrub?
No.
Well then, please continue.
Okay, now roll my concentration check, which is what, half damage or 10, whichever's higher. That's a natural 20. But concentration holds on hold person.
He's good. He's pretty good.
We're going to serve against whole person at some point, don't we?
I'll give you that in a second.
I don't think it's going to matter for me.
Okay.
You're pretty good. I'll give you that. You're pretty good.
Okay.
There are no candles lying around.
There's a few ones that didn't ignite.
Can I press the digitate to light one?
No, because that requires...
You can't.
Really?
You gotta
It
move.
requires the
does it?
ability to move. It's going to have somatic or verbal components to it, which involve moving hands or your mouth.
That's what those mean.
Yeah.
So now we're in a Mexican standoff.
I gotta find what I had here because I had a plan for this.
Because I still got Roderick trained on him. I don't imagine it's gonna go well for me, but I'm still like in combat stance, fucking Expelliarmusing and shit. It's Harry Potter.
Ah. I understood that reference.
One day he'll learn there's more spells than just Expelliarmus.
Listen,
I don't know. He does pretty well with it.
he also knows, the betrothal spell.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it, where did I write my notes?
Considering it's the one spell that stops anybody else doing any spells, it kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
What are
Well-
nerds?
Avada Kedavra stops anyone else doing any spells.
I watched a video on YouTube the other day with somebody talking about how Avada Kedavra breaks that book in all kind of like narrative sense.
I saw something the other day about that too. Like,
Talking about how like it means that all of the bad guys only ever use one spell because it's the best one for them to use, whereas all the heroes get all these different options, but the bad guys are always just going to be casting the one thing. What you got, Ryan?
I'm trying to look at the
Is
spell.
he gonna
spell name?
Is he going to stupefy me?
he gives up and surrenders. Hooray!
When
That's
I'm imagining when like. Because he hasn't cast this spell before, and he's expecting it to be, like, big fucking money. When it doesn't consume, he's, like, casting it, like, being all like, yeah, you like that? And then, like, the vapor clears, and he's like, oh,
Back
dang.
to Frozen.
okay.
That was an accident.
I would like a con save from you because he's responding.
You're +1.
I'm sure that's going to make all the difference. I'm sure this guy's... con save, you say?
Con save.
Alright, I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's a 2. Okay. Find the right dice.
What's happening, Ryan?
You see him sort of reach his hand out, and his left hand is sort of this gnarled look, almost like elongated fingers, like bony. It's looking
Almost like Elon Musk.
just smoking weed and during an interview. All right, 14, 21, 24, 30, 31 damage. Oh, sorry, mate. 41 damage.
Alright, so you guys laughed before when I got Sigrun to heal me.
No, Oh my.
Is that the difference between life and death?
Yes.
Oh, lol.
Like, yeah. Yeah, exactly, actually.
What did he blast
Great.
with?
Sorry?
What did he blast
It's
with?
basically
know.
like he
Fucking magic.
He holds his hand out, and it's like this bony sort of not bony, but like long fingers. It's got a real Voldemort feel on the hands thing going on, and like this bolt of
He's
like
not Voldemort.
green black extends out from his pointed finger. Basically, it's really coming out very Avada. Get over, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Didn't kill me though.
No.
Bitch.
You're the boy who lived. You got a really cool scar now.
Yeah, and basically-
That hit, I would imagine there would be some scarring, yes.
essentially, like you feel like your entire, almost like your soul is being dragged out of your body. It is,
No big deal.
Sorry, it's been done.
and he's like, none of that if you don't mind.
Alright, we understand each other. Like, I'm imagining, like, he's doing, like, he's just been
Kudos.
smacked really hard. Like, yeah, okay. No, that's fair.
Kudos for withstanding my hold person spell.
Yeah, it was great.
If you don't mind, I have business to attend to. And he's holding this the gun in the right hand, and he walks around to the other side of the table, and basically you lose vision of him because the table on its side is taller than he is, and you just hear you hear him talking to Hadrian. Is like, now you, my large horned friend, have fucked up for the last time.
Pew pew.
And you hear this single loud shot, and there's like the sound of like sizzling, and you
I wanted to do that.
and you just smell the smell of like seared.
But he was how we were going to
Burnt.
find Craven.
Like
Yeah. Well,
it smells like it smells like pork, but with sulfur.
He's not smart.
What?
He's not smart.
What happened? I missed the joke. What happened?
After you killed Hedrick, but he was how we were going to find Craven.
Oh, okay. The table tips over in front of you guys. So basically, it's been tipped from its position. Now look.
Aside from massive damage, am I immobilized in any way?
No, you're still not mobile. If you want to be doing something while you're behind the table, you can do something.
Nah.
And
Leland's
you
a
guys
pussy.
can make a fresh save on the hold person.
So this is using what?
Nope.
I rolled the exact.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Oh no,
You
one?
rolled
that's a 6.
slightly better.
That's right.
I rolled worse. And Sigrun rolled even worse. And she's not a halfling.
Oh, I'm so glad that you guys are held, and this is great. Kale breaks free
Lol.
because he's
It's
handy.
sneaking.
Okay, Leland rallies. It's like, you're a big tough man when you're shooting guns at people that can't get out of the way.
You got more with that, or is it just the threatening words spilled forward with such confidence?
Disappointed you for the last time. Did he misplace your platform shoes?
Graham is the person is like, there's a lot of very brave words, and also
That's pretty awful breath coming from a knife. That one wasn't great. I'll admit that one wasn't great.
and at that point
I'm buying time for them to like rally from the thing.
The table sort of flips forwards from its brace position on its side. It's flipped forward, so it's basically upside down at this point. And you see the tiefling. It's got a single entry wound at the back of the skull. The eyes are just like burnt out and just like sizzling, sort of like that dark smoke from like burning brain. It's just like pouring out of his eyes and ears, and like the entire, basically like the inside of his head was cooked with fire.
Not gonna lie, that's pretty hot. That works both ways.
You guys give me one more.
Yay!
Ross, what would you like to do at this point?
Ooh, better.
Including the +1?
Including the +1 is now 21.
Alright.
20, sorry.
You are free.
I still only got a 17.
You are still in.
And she got worse.
Alright.
Oh wait, no, she got 17 as well. Oh.
Still not quite there. But you are now free as well.
Hooray.
I mean, I can try and do stuff, but it's just going to get me killed.
Well, I now also...
Can the genie do anything?
Oh my god, I forgot about the journey.
I forgot about the genie too.
I was thinking that when we were doing the assault earlier. It's just like...
Send you like, go.
Get that dagger.
So he's like doing the just insults.
Yep.
Fucking insult.
Stalling for
commenting.
time. Yeah.
Stalling for time. Seeing that, like, maybe noticing that that Hana breaks free, but not seeing the other ones. And then it's just...
Well, actually, do you make any sort of signal that you've broken free? Because it'd be a case of whether you notice it as well.
Yeah. But no, I do like while I'm distracting him with banter, just like reaching to my belt and like popping the cork on the genie bottle.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I will still stay... I'll try to stay as still as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And not give it away.
Roll performance.
Yeah, this is not going to be good. 5.
Okay, the whole person breaks, and you sort of feel like you get like weight back in your limbs.
I like to
and
imagine my
like-
mental when it kicks back in, I kind of go, oh fuck.
Yeah, essentially that. And he sort of turns and looks at you. Meanwhile,
In that moment when he turns and looks at
slide
you,
a hand on popping the cork.
do I have a good sleight of hand?
Let's see. I'll give you advantage because the guys are
I got a +5 on sleight of
because
hand.
he's distracted as well.
I do have proficiency in sleight of hand.
Okay, I gave you advantage, I guess.
That's a 12. That's a 12.
12. You sort of like pop the cork or the stopper.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like a leather strap, I think you
Yeah.
said.
yeah, that's holding on like the
Yeah.
stopper that goes in. So he's looking at you and was like, "Well done, well done." And
Pew.
Darkness.
Darkness. Darkness and nothing more.
at this point, I think we might roll initiative in.
Okay. That's better.
I can delete a bunch of entries out of this.
You are welcome.
Adric, for instance.
Yep, just one that I just took out. Alright, so
Out of 6.
6.
Does the popping the cork count as before initiative?
Before,
Or?
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So Leland got 6.
I don't have the stats for a freak, by the way.
Are they not on D&D Beyond?
They probably are.
They have. Hannah?
16.
16. Pop it.
23. And immobilized.
That's fine. It basically means you get to roll your check. Roll one for
She was 13.
13.
She only has 1 initiative. This girl lacks initiative.
And
We'll explain
I
why
think
she
that's everyone.
keeps blindly
Right.
following us.
Okay, so pop it.
Hi!
You get to roll on a save.
That's 1821.
Yep, you are broken free. But
I'm free!
That's at the end of your turn.
I want to break
Hannah.
free.
Is he like... I don't know what he's doing because I'm still looking at...
Well, you were in the position that you were, because you were facing out the table, because that's
Yeah.
the way you were working.
So
So
I
you
don't
sort
know.
of stumble forward, so you don't know what's going on behind.
That's
you.
right. Is he like going for his gun or he's got his hand? Is he like...
The gun's still in the right hand because he's basically just like fired into the back of Hadrig's brain.
Yeah, okay.
Then kicked the table over in front, and so he's basically like he's got knife on his belt, gun in right hand, and his arcane focus in the left.
I like to make like as the spell kicks off, like literally the momentum's carrying me through, and like woof,
Yep.
I've gone down the ground, like just kind of a little bit, just kind of looking up at him.
Well, and in the kneeling position, you're probably just looking directly at him.
Yeah,
No,
it's true. True.
Mm.
I just said like, well done. I go, thanks. Pocket sand. It's like, I just grab at the ground, throw it in his face. As I'm doing that, I'll cast Fairy Fire on him.
sure.
Ooh, nice.
Just to make it easy for people to start coming through.
Yep. Is that a save or is that a?
I do not know.
I think Fairy Fire just happens.
I think each object in a 20-foot cube and then arranged outline and blue and a violet. An attack roll against an affected creature object has advantage if you take in... Oh no, sorry. If it fails a dexterity saving throw.
Dex 13.
I rolled a 16 plus whatever my bonus is, so I would
My
say
thing is charisma plus 10, I assume.
It says it there.
Does it? Oh, dex 13. Sorry.
yeah. So 16 plus. I think I'm good.
Man, this guy's tough.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But fine. Yeah, the area's still lit up. It's just it doesn't have the. Yeah, it's got better lighting. That's what Fairy Fire also does.
Little blinky lights.
Blinky lights, yeah.
It's nice.
Your nemesis.
And that's a bonus action to do that.
I don't know, sorry.
He's a lot more aesthetically pleasing to attack.
It's gonna make this like the special effects in this scene.
So cinematic.
Yeah.
When you're painting us these word pictures.
This is going to be a lot more vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I went to press back and close the thing downstairs.
That's fine.
I think it's probably just an action.
It probably is an action.
Action,
Yep.
cast a spell.
All right, sweet.
Um,
What else you got?
Stand up.
Yeah, then I'll basically use half my movement and like, guess kind of, that's an action, so I use half my movement to kind of like, get in there, and then I can do something.
We'll jump slightly while he's doing that.
I will try and do basically try to
Oh, I have to look
do
at
that.
things.
I'll rush towards it, like, it won't be a grapple,
Mhm.
but just kind of like,
Get up.
grab
in his
that
face.
gun and just kind of like, just get up in his face.
You can get up there. The grapple. Would
Yeah, no, I
actually be an
can't
action,
do
but
that.
so you
But
can-
that's cinematic,
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing right now, 'cause
Okay.
I can't do that was my action.
Okay. So basically moving towards him, trying to engage him.
Yeah, well, I can get up to him.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
you can definitely
I
do
can get
that.
half action, move up, and go my dash action, just kind of like move
Yep.
up and just kind of like start.
Well, we're only talking like 10 feet
Yeah.
distance anyway. There wasn't. You guys were pretty closely packed at that point anyway. All right, so you're up in his grill. We've got Sigrid next.
She needs to run.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Bloody tape.
Monday, you roll on the table.
No.
Damn it.
Okay. Next up is Leland.
So I've unstoppered the bottle.
Yep. And
It's,
there's
it's
purple-
upright this time.
Yeah, the purple smoke is basically like pouring out of the top of the bottle. And yeah, this genie is just like appears in front of you.
Joey.
I think it was Baku.
Yes, Baku. Because I remember I teased you about Eurovision.
And I remembered because it was a card in Hearthstone. I didn't remember, but it is a card in Hearthstone.
Is it?
It is.
No, it's
Kind of a big deal. So is he formed?
Yep.
Please, Baku, if you would be so kind as to save us and attack the gnome. That gnome right there. Please. Please, thank you.
As you wish, your kind grace.
Look, I don't need the attitude, alright? We're in a tough spot, okay?
Are you sure you don't want me to clean the floors for you?
No, look, that was out of line and I apologise.
Perhaps a nice saltwater bath for myself.
That was a good one. But now is the time for this.
And he sort of bows deeply, and he'll act on your initiative as well.
Okay. Man, I got 3 hit points left, y'all. This is dire.
just moving. Just get out.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast. Is that an action? It is an action.
Cast, bravely roll away.
I'm gonna cast Mirror Image on myself.
Ooh. That makes like 2 clones of yourself, isn't it?
3 illusory duplicates of yourself appear in your space. Well, it doesn't fucking do anything to save spells, though. Oh, wait. Each time a creature targets you with an attack during your spell, roll a d20. So it does. Yep, cool.
Yeah, cool.
Fucking monkey magic.
Yep.
Monkey magic.
That was my last spell slot.
Yeah.
But I feel that is a good call defensively. And then, so I do that.
Yep. And then Baku.
Baku's gonna get like all choppy chop.
Yep.
Draw his double flaming scimitars and go to work. He doesn't really know the situation, but he's doing
He's doing what he's been told to.
All right. So how does this work? Multi-attack scimitar. There we go. Plus 10 to hit. 29.
That hits.
And it is 2d6 plus 6. 6. 5. 17 damage.
17 damage.
Slashing damage. Oh, plus 2d6 fire damage.
Damn, son.
2. 7 fire damage. Flaming scimitar. And then his second one. 8. 18.
Miss.
He got a good hit in though.
That's good hit.
Yeah, you do get a good hit. Okay.
And at that, like in quad vision. Golf cart.
Alright, next up is... Ooh. The main man. He...
Craven.
Yes.
Say his name. Fucking say. He's getting wailed on by a fucking genie.
He's sort of looking up at this sort of purple misty form of the genie. It's like, and they're glancing over at the 4 Lelands. 5 Lelands? 4 total.
4 total.
And is like, that's a neat little trick. And then puts his hand out and puts it to sort of like the midriff of the genie. And can you roll me a charisma save throw on the...
He's got a plus 7 charisma save. 19.
Fantastic.
Uh-oh.
You might have wanted to roll 13.
What? Is that? I rolled a 19. What do you want?
You wanted a 20.
Yeah, that's
How is this one higher than the other one?
Sorry?
that one was 22.
Oh, okay. I just did really well last time.
Yeah. Okay.
I only just passed it last time.
I only just got over it the second time that escaped as well.
Okay. The genie disappears from sight. Just gone.
No, easy come, easy go.
At least I got a cool bottle.
This bad boy can put so much salt water in it.
Taps lid. Okay. What's the rule for spell casting with a bonus action? It can only be a cantrip as the second one. Can't it?
Yeah.
It can only be a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it has to be a bonus action cantrip.
And you're up in my face, right?
Yes.
That's an action. That's an action. All right. I can't do any of those anyway. All right. Cool. Glad we had this discussion.
There's not a lot of situations where you can do that.
Yeah, fair. All right. So Genie has disappeared from existence
What
currently.
did you do to my genie, Ryan?
He has been banished.
What does that mean?
He is currently on another plane of existence.
Well, but I'm on this plane of existence.
He's not. Okay. Pop it.
To be fair, he's probably enjoying the break.
Yeah.
Hmm?
We're going to have fucking words about this.
He's probably
when
the
he gets
saltwater
back.
plane though, going, God damn it.
Okay. Da-da-dum.
Damn. Watch my face.
I'm using up a lot of high-level spell slots, so
Let's see, an
Right.
18 didn't hit,
that's right.
and I'm very bad at rolling
19
dice.
would.
Just roll better.
Or I could heal you.
Wouldn't say no to that.
You are on 3 points.
I'm on 3 points. You didn't say that right. I'm on 3. Sorry, no. I'm on 2 points. I'm on...
Oh, in that case.
That's less.
So that would be my action.
Mm-hmm.
What spell did he use on me before? If it's a thing, don't worry about it.
But
Just a good one. Just a real good one.
you can move after. You can advance after your action.
You can move
Okay.
whenever, you can move a bit.
So
you
I
can move
can-
and move again.
You can move a bit, attack, and then move again if you want.
So theoretically, I can use my action to cure wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Then go up to Craven and then use a key and a bonus action to do 2 attacks.
You can't.
I'm pretty sure you can only do the
bonus action. attack.
bonus action flurry of blows
Oh.
if you use your action to attack.
To
as well.
attack. Okay.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. What's worst could happen?
If I hit him, he's probably going to attack me.
Yeah. I wouldn't want that.
Maybe I shouldn't hit him. Yeah, I'll go up to him and get my punch on.
Attaboy.
Oh,
I'm gonna
for the record,
Hi.
Secret is now free from hold person.
Oh, good. Oh, because he did a spell.
Because the
on
damage dropped his concentration. Got it.
Or
Because
this one is a concentration spell.
banishment's a concentration spell.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
You also pass it along when you do the damage.
Okay, let's
Got a
try
good hit in
and
with
It
the
was a
genie.
real good hit.
punch this little prick.
He's smaller than you. You should be fine.
That's true.
This is the Clash of the Titans.
It's David versus David.
That's damn table. That's an 18, which is miss.
Mm-hmm.
Second. 19 hits.
That hits.
5 damage. And then a key for 2 more.
Yep.
I can reroll because I'm halfling.
I've never heard that so much.
17 misses. And last attack. We don't talk about last attack.
The halfling get to reroll it.
Nope.
Oh.
It was a 2 then.
Actually, it was a 6.
The critical miss for halflings is a 2.
That's one of my key.
All gone?
Yeah, that's all he can do.
Hannah.
Well,
Okay, 5. Your turn.
that
Roll
was
20
funny.
and then roll another 20 and chop his fucking head off.
Done. Well, he's now being flanked, so I'll do a thing.
Or, you know, a rest.
That's a limb.
Just a rest.
No, it's not.
Look, I don't want to get bogged down in semantics with you, Ryan.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Oh.
That is not good. That is a no.
No, it's not. Know what that little dot is. I'm pretty sure that makes it a 6, right?
No.
Nope.
That's a
Do you have plus 10?
That's like the Italian thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
Pretty sure that's racist.
Clearly.
Without even knowing what you mean, I'm pretty sure that's probably racist.
That's a 16.
16, no.
So the second attack with that was with silence.
Yep.
That's a bit better.
That'll be a hit.
27.
Yep.
Because of my first attack, I still get sneak attack on it. Hooray.
Yeah.
Does he have any magic things around? Does cast a spell on hit?
Yes, he does.
What's gonna dispel his fucking banish? Drool.
That's a thing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
10, 13, 18, 25 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, I don't know what the DC for the cast a spell magic is.
Let's just see if the concentration kicks it in anyway. It drops anyway.
Cool.
Because I roll a 2 on the concentration
I'm hoping.
check. So, yeah, you basically get a good swipe at him, and then all of a sudden, Baku's back in front of him.
Baku's back. Back again.
Guess who's white?
Tell no one. and yeah, the gnome sort of got a look on his face as like, huh.
Clever girl. Then I'm just gonna move it behind him. Just gonna dash behind him a little bit. Yeah, just move.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sigrid.
Yeah, she's gonna stab the dude.
Sure.
Doesn't have any spells. Any cool spells?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure, like, I cast Sword to Face is a pretty good spell.
That's a pretty good spell.
Her sword is pretty baller.
Her spell attack is +5, her sword is +8. Given my dice. Stab the dude.
Mm-hmm.
22.
Yep.
You.
And we'll use Divine Smite. When you hit with a melee weapon
Yes.
attack, you can expend 1 spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target.
That's
Shit,
the
Plus
business.
1d8 for each spell level higher than first. I don't know what that
Yeah,
is.
so if you use like a level 5 spell, for example, it's
What level spell slots
78
does she
damage.
have?
An extra 78 damage.
Sorry?
What level spell slots does she have?
I don't know, I can't read this.
So it looks like she's got 3rd level.
Alright, so you roll
She's
3d8.
got 2 slots at 3rd level, so you could roll 5d8. Or you could do it. You could spend one of those and do 5d8, additional 5d8 damage.
Which is what you want to do.
Yeah.
You want to be hurting this guy a real bad.
Yeah. So
It's, what's it? A
Her
deep...
flaming sword also bursts into light.
I scream.
2, 3, 4,
The fairy,
5.
the fairy fire's probably not helping all that much either. Oh no, that's your own spell. You're probably
Plus
going to be
5
alright with
more
that.
d8s. So I'll roll an extra
Oh,
one and
boy.
then add 4.
When you crit with those, it's...
6,
Already pretty
10,
bad.
17, 19,
And that's the main villain taken care of.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
plus 10, 29. Another 12 makes 41, plus the initial 4 is 45.
I played one of these bad
45
boys.
damage?
What the actual fuck, James?
That's what we call smiting.
I played
business.
one of these bad boys
For
in
Heimdall.
Kevo's campaign, and I one rounded a dragon because I rolled 2 critical hits, expended my maximum spell slot. So like the first 2 attacks was like 140 damage,
Jesus Christ.
and there was like another 60 after that. Kevo just sat there in silence, looking at me, going, "You just killed a dragon."
I mean,
Just you.
Sigrun is sworn to destroy
Oh yeah,
this
this
monster.
is on theme. This is great. He's still kicking though.
Second attack. That's a hit. 16 plus 8, 24.
Yep.
I'll do it again.
Don't think he's going to get another one of these. Just quietly.
That's 8, 10, 17. Plus another 9, 26. Plus another
Now Sigurd becomes the bad person.
7.
Sigurd with the dagger.
33 makes 37.
Okay.
It's a lot. It's a lot of beans.
She did 82.
Paladins are kind of awesome in
Probably
5th edition.
5.
I contributed.
Okay, what happens, Ryan?
He's still kicking.
I was ready for like a few more rounds of combat at least. You've struck him like
She found her divine purpose.
super fucking killing this dude is his divine purpose. Like he's got this massive fucking gash across his chest, like it is like, and it's just burning with this bright light. And he's like stumbles backwards, and like holding his hand to his chest, like, and pulls it forward. Is like too early, and is like fumbling at his belt. And pulls that dagger up to his hand. Is like, it's no, too early, and looks up at you guys. Is like, why?
We never really had a reason for all this, did we?
And then sort of
Because
fuck you.
I'm getting killed by people that don't even know who I am.
Yeah, pretty much. Sucks.
And looks again at the knife. And looks down at his chest. Then grabs the knife with two hands. And just slams the knife like directly into his own chest. Like blade first. And just like drops to his knees. It's like, next time, I guess. And then slumps forward.
And then he goes back into the blade.
Tip over the corpse. Like if he went like face down, like tip back so I can set up the phone.
Mm-hmm. The knife is there, and as you tip it back, down, that sort of the light in that wound sort of goes out, and then there's just shadowy dark smoke just starts billowing out of his chest, out of this gaping wound.
Secret, this is your area of expertise.
And just starts drifting up into the air, like, and she's looking at us like, I have no idea what this is, and the smoke starts sort of forming into this shape above the body, and just through the smoke milling over, and you can just see like a face sort of form into it, and like the sneer, and just drifts off and up the cave.
Baku, get it! You can get smoke. You are smoke.
Turn the faithless.
Mm-hmm.
Would this be a Fae or Fiend? Possibly. As an action, you present your holy symbol, and each Fae or Fiend within 30 feet of you that can hear you must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 13. On failure, the creature is turned for 1 minute.
That means they have to go away.
Roll me a wisdom check.
Oh, okay.
Wisdom check.
Yep.
Just a check.
Yep.
Huh?
Getting him to roll something while you're doing
No.
it. Seems familiar. You have no idea why. Absolutely no idea why. As this smoke sort of, it moves faster than that smoke should move independently of itself. But it.
I look at it for a second and go, huh? And then I'm like checking out the arse of one of my mirror images.
And they've all got this weird scar on their right arm, just like a little bit, just right on the.
But it works. It just works.
They all look real sickly at the moment as well.
Yeah.
Like no one's looking. None of your three clones are looking particularly healthy. Yeah, you have taken down the gnome,
When you put it like that, it doesn't sound that impressive.
and the knife is there.
I'll grab it.
Okay, that's what I say. I'm going to secret. Oh, you're like over there. Can we take this? Like,
Sigrun's walks over. Is like, no, don't touch it.
This is
What?
hers.
What could go wrong?
Let me.
And then it possesses Sigrun.
And she
But I want to grab it.
She like checks the strapping and everything on her gauntlet, and just like making sure it's all done up. And
Why are you checking your gauntlet?
I don't want to touch this thing directly.
But it's just a dagger.
You really are not as smart as you look.
Hey,
I do look pretty smart.
That was not a compliment. She reaches down and like pulls the dagger out of his chest, and as she's holding it in her hand, she's like rubbing her head. It's like she lays it in the middle of the ground, draws her sword out, and just like winds up like two hands and just like strikes down right in the middle of this knife, right where the hilt, which has got the glass vial and everything in it, and just shatters it into thousands of little pieces.
While this is going on, I'm like, this is fascinating. While I'm just looting the gnome's body, just literally stripping off everything, going, oh yeah, bow holding. Oh.
Okay,
It's
you doing that?
And he
Yes.
takes his
All right.
potions.
Roll for investigation as you're doing that.
No.
Oh boy. Okay. So on his person, you find his casting focus, which is a it's been made out of some of the Arceus crystal. So it's a.
I
pretty-
imagine I was looking at it like Yoda. Throw it away.
He has a tome that is strapped onto the right side of his belt that was partly obscured by his
Can you write this down?
Oh.
Can I have a look at the book? Can I?
Sure,
Can I
I'll give you the book.
I grab the book.
Okay. Looking at the book, it is almost identical to yours.
Neat. Grab the book back.
I'll put it in my.
Even
put it
even
in
to
my-
the point where it's got a very similar cover set to yours.
Does it have the dragon on the cover?
Yes.
That dragon's been seeing other wizards.
Skyblade. I can't stay mad at you.
Yeah, it is virtually identical to yours.
I'm like, can I have a look at that book? And then I like look at it, and then it disappears into my robes.
On him, you also find between various jewelry and trinkets and bits and pieces of that, you got about 400 gold worth of fencible items.
Yeah.
That I'm not going to bother itemizing because they are just fencible items.
Any like nice braces, like
All the bits and pieces that you're talking about. The robes are just mundane robes. It's just a cloak.
They wouldn't fit you anyway.
With
It's
slightly
roughly-
pointed cow.
Yeah, it's essentially just a disguising cloak. There's nothing magical or anything about it. It's a reasonable quality, but it's just a cloak. He does have some papers in like letters with the wax seals and everything.
papers.
Which I'll give you the rest of the details on those ones in the next session
Yep.
as you get a chance to go through them. But you collect up, there's 3 or 4 little missives and folders and bits and pieces that he's got.
Evidence.
Essentially, evidence.
Exhibit A's.
And we could probably just about call it there.
Oh, it's 10:15,
It's 10:15, and deal with the rest of the cave
we
next
can
session if you choose.
look at the tiefling next time as well.
Yeah.
I'm picturing like Leland dispels his mirror images, and then gets Baku to like carry him.
You'll always be my bodyguard.
He's like, carry me.
I
Yeah.
took no damage from that encounters.
Yeah,
I
know.
took all the damage.
We probably should have done that.
You make a really good meat shield.
Thank you, Ross. Characters would have good for that.
We finally have a tank.